伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
モティーズ。
The brightness, call it brilliant. Valenty.
Hello everybody, welcome to the G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan 2021 Round 2 here in the Fukushima Prefecture Ebisu Circuit West Course. I will be your host, Kenny Harris, and alongside me will be judge, translator, and commentator, Robbie Nishida.
How you guys doing? And welcome back to the second round of the 2021 Formula Drift Japan season. Compared to the last round we had, the sky is beautiful, it's sunny, it's like perfect weather to go out.
Night and day.
I'm just kind of mad that we can't have spectators because of the whole COVID
I ain't gonna
deal,
lie
you
though,
know?
I was scared yesterday. We had rain all day. I'm talking torrential downpour all day long, and we were like, please get it over with so we can have beautiful skies. And then look what we got.
Yeah, and I mean, yesterday was practice day, but most of the drivers didn't even practice because they knew that the weather was going to be nice today and tomorrow. So they got enough practice this morning. It looks like everybody's shaping up. Exciting driving.
Yes, so let's not forget the other two at the other end. We also have Tom Saiba and Yoshimimura, host and commentators on the Japanese side. So, hey, go give them some love on their live stream. Hit them up, you know, give them a little shout out and stuff, and see how they're doing over there.
There they are right there. So let's go ahead and get back to the pits. We also have somebody out in the pits. Oh, but before I go to that, let me go ahead and introduce you to me. Of course, I'm one of the judges. Yoichi Momoru is the other judge. And we also have Ryan Lontaine all the way on the other side of the world. Completely on the other side of the world. There he is. Hey, buddy, we miss you. Hopefully we can see you soon enough so you're back here judging with us. And also, yep, we love you too. And also, shout out to the FD USA guys too, Kevin, Sage, everybody out there that's usually out here for the FD Japan series, all the way up to 2019. We had the US crew come out here.
Exactly, and we
yeah.
almost sound like a broken record with it, you know, as much as we want to see y'all come out here and everything. But with everything going on in the world, you know, everybody's just got to be safe and make sure things are good for the world.
Yeah, exactly. So earlier I wanted to go ahead and introduce you to somebody else that are in the pits. She is going to be our pit reporter for the year. She's going to be giving us some information on what's going on behind the scenes out in the pits. Maria-chan!
Hello guys, it's me Marina Hosho, and guys, look at this beautiful weather today. You know, the previous race was lots of raining, but today is not, so I feel like it's gonna be different race, like more powerful and like more active. You guys cannot wait to see this race, right? Me too. And so the qualify session is about to start, so I will interview one of the drivers. His name is Ueo. He got second place in last race, and he said, I'm gonna be winner in this race. So I want to ask him how it's feeling right now. Let's go! はい、ということで上尾選手、お時間いただきありがとうございます。 前回のレース後にこのレースでは必ず勝ちたいというふうにおっしゃっていましたが、今回のレースに向けた意気込み教えていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
ですね、前回、シェイクダウンで2位だったんですけど、今回、いろいろエビスサーキットに合わせていろんなことができるメカニックが考えつくことをいろいろやってきて、実際に乗るのは、今日からなんですけど、一生懸命、皆さんにエキサイティングな走りができるよう見てもらうために一生懸命頑張りますので、どうぞ応援してください。よろしくお願いします。
Ueo gave us a little bit of his excitement, and thank you, Marina-chan, for doing the interview. Yes, Ueo just shook his car down last event, and he was second place. And he said the mechanics worked on the car and did all kinds of things to it so he can try to come and take this, because he was telling Marina out there right now saying that he wants to win this really bad. So let's see how far he's going to make it on this weekend. But before we go and start the qualifier, let us go ahead and explain to you about how the track is here at the Ebisu West Course. As you can see, there's a track right there. I think this position, oh, there you go. So there's a start, the straightaway. You got to go down the straightaway, go in, or you have to start drifting, initiate as hard as you can. Try to flick the car. The rate to angle is going to count big time for style. You have outside zone 1 to the left. I think that is 10 points each for a style and line. After that, you have the in clip, and you have outside zone 2. On the picture is missing the outside zone 3, but you have to make a switchback after the outside zone 2. Pass through outside zone 3, and after the outside zone 3, you're going to go through the in clip 2. So you have 2 in clips and 3 outside zones. The first one is you're going to be going from really high speed to a very lower speed, but you're going to have to kick a lot of angle through there. And what we recommend the drivers to do is to throw a lot of angle and try to slow the car down with angle instead of using e-brake and handbrake and whatever they have to.
Exactly. So those of you FD Japan followers out there and everything, this track setup is exactly the same as last year and the year prior. So definitely nothing new to a lot of these drivers, and they had a lot of practice time. Granted, yesterday we did talk about not having practice time, but there was a few out here practicing before then. So definitely going to be a very exciting day. A lot more smoke getting thrown this round. A lot more crazy entries for sure, as all the stuff we saw during practice. But
yeah, it's going to be exciting. And then you know what? This is something that we didn't get to see last time is smoke. I'm really excited to see this.
I think that was the #1 complaint too.
So now, at the start line, the first qualifier of the day is going to be car number 56, Naoto Suenaga. He's with Linglong Tire Drift with Team Kazama with Power Vehicles. He is a veteran. He drives at D1. He's competed in FD Japan previously too. So very exciting driver.
But this is his season opener event for him. So
exactly,
this is going to be exciting to see.
And I heard that he's going to try to finish off the rest of the season too, probably driving this car built by Kazama Auto.
Very beautiful car. Right here, this S52. Coming into 3-2-1. Nice entry to the outer zone 1, coming inside clip 1. Sweeping around to the outer zone 2 to outer zone 3. Nice transition there. And finishing off very nicely right there inside clip 1. Man, you can't ask to get any closer than that without destroying that pylon.
So let's check out the replay. That was a very fluid run by Suenaga. And it was his first run, but it looks like he put everything, he put the car where he wanted it to go. Very smooth, not jerky at all. It would have been better if he was on gas a little bit earlier after he was going through inside clip 1, but very beautiful run.
Yeah, I mean, for him not to show up to round 1 and come out here in round 2 and just show us what he's bringing this year is definitely awesome to see. See what the scores the judges have for him for his first qualifying run, opening us up to this round 2 of qualifying for the 2021 series. And another nice thing is we have our drone crew out here this time. They can actually operate, so we're definitely going to get some amazing views.
Yeah, because last time it was raining and we couldn't fly the drones. And oh, well, I'm talking about the Power Vehicles team. Because of the whole COVID deal,
Yes.
I think Andrew Gray is not going to be here for this weekend because the whole COVID stuff. So
very unfortunate. I mean, he did an amazing job last year here. I mean, he took home, you know, #1 last year here at
number one
Ebisu
spot. He was in
Circuits.
#1 spot. Yep.
Yeah, so very unfortunate.
Yeah, so that was a very clean run by Suenaga. Driving the 2JZS15. I think a few years back, he actually flipped his car over here.
Oh, really?
On the first, yeah, when it was
Okay.
raining, and he went really hard.
We actually
into the
almost
wall,
had
flipped
one
the
of those
car.
yesterday. It was very,
Yeah, in the rain. It's really tricky here at Ebisu West Course. Going down the straightaway, you have to kind of make sure that you're going in it.
there we go, starting us off strong with an 85 right there.
There you go, 85
85 is a
points.
pretty solid score to put down, especially the struggles we had last time. We had
Oh yeah,
some
we actually have 42 drivers this time, so that means 10 cars are going to be going home, and I think 85 is actually going to put him in a very good spot where he's probably definitely going to be around for tomorrow's tandem.
Exactly. So next we have Kanta Yanaguida right here.
Yanaguida Kanta.
So
he
he-
used to be, yeah, he used to be
yes.
driving in FD Japan before.
Exactly. He's part of Team Orange Junior with the S14. 21 years old. He's actually a track worker out here. Here he comes to inside clip 1. Nice push into outer zone 2 to outer zone 3 with the transition. Trying to come close to this inside clip 2 right here. Pretty solid finish right there by him. But yes, he was actually the one that ran up that hill yesterday to give everybody a scare. But luckily, his car didn't flip or anything, and he was able to control that. But from the looks of it, his car's running good for him. Here he comes into outer zone 1. Inside clip 1 to outer zone 2.
And a very skillful driver. It looks like he's in a car that has a lot less power than what he usually, or what he used to previously compete in. I think this is his own car this time. But there's his score, 77 points.
77 for him.
So this is like the pack right here, where it's like the Team Kazama and the Team Orange and the
Exactly.
Ebisu Circuit crew, because here we go, this is car number 55, Toshiharu Kazama. He's the owner of Kazama Auto Service. He's with Team Kazama with Power Vehicles, and like I said earlier, Andrew Gray from Power Vehicles isn't going to be here, so he's going to actually fill his shoes.
Someone's going to represent.
Exactly, and he is in this Motis colored jeans.
Show right here in the 3-2-1. Woo! With a wide entrance into outer zone 1. In the inside clip 1 right here. See how much throttle he's going to throw through here in 2 and 3. Nice little transition from 2 to 3. Finishing on right there. Seemed a little outside of the inside clip there at the finish. Here he is right here.
Here we go. He was being a little hesitant right there at the end clip, but after that, very smooth through the outside zone 2 and 3. He looks like he feels the zones pretty good. I would like to see a little bit more angle out of his runs, but let's see what his score is going to be turning out to be like.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't make it to round 1 over at Suzuka Twins, so definitely good to see them out here, see more cars out here on this beautiful day. See what the judges have for him.
Yeah, so that looks like a replica of Andy's champion car, because the color looks
from 2
really
years ago?
similar. Yeah, but I think the car is not as built as that car. Oh, there you go.
76 right there.
Yeah, like I said, his angle, he needs to throw a little bit more angle than I think the score would, you know.
Throw that angle, give that commitment, and push through.
Exactly.
So next we have Atsushiwachi right here in the Team Professor Auto S15 powered by a 2J. Very beautiful build. I mean, this car, I can't compliment it enough. Between the amazing paint job they put on it, but man, his engine bay,
Yep, that thing is
immaculate.
beautiful, and that comes from him having a lowrider background, because he's like really big into lowrider before, so lowriders. So
He's bragging about the painted engine block and everything. Ooh, coming into outer zone 1, inside clip. Pushing her out. Ooh, had a little stutter step there in outer zone, or inside clip coming out. Outer zone 2 and 3. We're finishing off strong right there in inside clip 2. See this replay right here.
all right, so it looks like he made a major mistake after the in clip 1. He looks like he came a little short after he reached outside zone 1. He was a little off on line. He had almost a tire off, and right here at the in clip, he made it around, and it looks like he didn't straighten up completely, but he had to make a major correction going to outside zone 2. So let's see how much that's going to hurt his score. But he was able to put a score down.
Speaking of scores, we talked about our judges and everything, but I don't think we told who was doing what. So right now we got Robbie Nishida is going to be doing style. We got Yoichi Imura at the other end over there doing angle, and then Ryan back in the States doing line.
And I have 40 points. Ryan Lantain and Imamura, they both have 30 points each, so that's a total of 100 points. And for the style score, I will be giving 20 points for fluidity and 20 points for commitment, which adds up to 40 points. And with my score on top of that, with the other judges with 30 line and 30 angle, will be 100 points.
The man that can multitask.
Yeah, right now I'm talking, inputting, and writing.
And then translating on the side. Translating what I'm trying to say, that's
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Everybody thinks we just sit up here, but all this talking and writing and all this other stuff.
Nice view of the pits right there.
Yeah, so that was a beautiful car, but you look like he made a mistake.
That's probably what affected him right there with a 74.
Yeah. Kind of a sloppy run, but man, if he could pull that through, it looked exciting. It was a lot, you know, it looked really exciting.
So next is number 408, Shoya Saito. So many of y'all probably remember him. He was in an S15 last year, about the same color, but more obviously all blue pretty much, S15. But now this year, he's in this clean 180, but it looks familiar.
Yeah, I used to drive that.
Exactly.
This one had the 2J instead of
So more power coming out with some heat. So let's see what he's going to do right here. Coming into outer zone 1. Oh, can he collect it right here? Coming into outer zone 2 to outer zone 3. And he looks like he's handling that car pretty well right there. I know he had a little bit of struggles going through practice earlier today, but right there he actually hit the lines that he probably wanted to hit, because earlier he was hitting real shallow in a lot of his runs. Shallow to the zone, that is.
Yeah, so right here watching the replay, I think they kind of want the car not to wash out when they're approaching the in clip, and it looks like they're hesitant to get back on gas. What we would like to see the car throw more angle leaving outside zone 1, going around inside clip 1. It would be nice to see full lock and a lot of gas. Yep, a lot of throttle going around there. So we would like to see a smoke trail from inside or outside clip 1 all the way through, you know, and that'll be really nice to see.
And right now, no telling, probably later on in the season, he'll get more and more used to the vehicle and everything, because, I mean, he's got a pretty big power plant underneath there.
Yeah, definitely, because he's fresh out of high school, too, so. And he
Right
works at a
there with
ramen.
the 79.
He works at a ramen shop, he said.
I mean, I wonder if it's any good. We'll have to
I'm
swing
going
by
to try
there.
to go and check it out, yeah.
But there you go, 79 for a score, so not too bad for a first run. But you know what? Coming up is number 328, Shinichi Saito, which is going to be his dad. And what is he driving? I can't tell quite yet.
It's a car.
It's a car. It
blue.
looks almost the same color
Yep.
scheme, but here we go right here.
Boom,
A
zooming
sweet,
out.
clean A90 Supra.
This is a brand new build. So I think Thursday was the first time he drove it.
Wow.
I think, yeah. So this is a brand new build. Really exciting looking car.
Strong car, powered by a 2J right here. big old single under the hood. So let's see what he's gonna do for us.
So that's Saito driving the car.
Here he comes, coming in a 3-2-1. Ooh. Definitely came off throttle. Haven't. Sorry, I was a little lost with words because during practice he was throwing a lot harder. He was throttling a lot more. So I don't know if he had an issue going through this run of qualifying or what.
I could smell burning oil or something up here, but this looks like a very low energy lap for Saito right there. Not much angle, not much rate to angle. Washes out in clip 1, almost straightens out going to outside zone 2. Very low angle going through outside zone 2 and 3. And we finally see tire smoke right there towards the end. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of commitment there. And the car looked choppy, but I'm guessing it's a brand new car, so it's probably very hard to adapt to too.
Exactly. So the father-son duo, they weren't able to make round 1 also, and they luckily were able to make it here. But I think it was like a 13-hour trek for them coming from Hiroshima. So man, it's a heck of a drive right there. And they arrived this morning, right?
Yeah, they arrived this morning.
There you go, 61. So, like you were saying, all those areas that he needs to work on. Hopefully, he could come back out here and push his car to the limits.
Yeah, a little bit more out, a little bit more angle. I don't know if he has car issues or something because, like I said, I could smell burning smoke, burning oil up here. So
see, I make mistakes too. I meant this team coming up, Team Droopy right here. They actually came from Hiroshima, which was 13 hours. I was talking about the Saito family, but no, my
no, I think Saito family is more
close to the area, but not not as far. So yes, coming up is going to be Shoya Saito right here.
Yeah, another wild card for the turbo.
The 1GR right here coming in. Coming a little bit hot right there and had to hold off, but hitting outer zone 2, swinging around to outer zone 3, losing some of his rear bumper, and then taking out the pylon for inside clip 1. Practice, he was definitely destroying those pylons, and I think his bumper at this point is just barely hanging on.
All right, looks like his initiation was really exciting to see. But a little after that, he looked a little hesitant to get back on gas. But he does fill the zones pretty much. There you go, outside zone 2 and 3. Kind of runs a little short on line on the in clip.
See what the judges have for him. But yeah, like I was saying, they came all the way from Hiroshima. They're with Hiroshima Toyota, Team Droopy. And they're nobody new. We saw them last year. He definitely podiumed a few times. Yes, he was up there. Powered with that 1GR twin turbo.
Yeah, it looks like a fun car to drive too, because a lot of people put 2Js in the 8.6s. Oh, there you go, 85 points. I think he's tied right now, right, with the first place?
He is. He's tied with Suenaga up there. Next is going to be
the other car that traveled 13 hours.
Exactly. His
Hiroshima,
teammate.
Hiroshima,
yes.
Somewhere around there, yep.
Hiroshima. So teammate Kazuya Matsukawa in the AE85 right here. So many of y'all remember the AE85 last year. Also powered by 1GR.
So this car has been around for a while. They've been driving this Camry, this car in D1 for many years, and now they converted. And I think he has been, this is like the second year.
That engine is definitely stuck.
That's a crazy car.
Yeah, zero space. Here he comes. Woo! Little late entry coming into outer zone 1, coming to inside clip 1, but trying to throw that excitement to outer zone 2 to 3, ripping off his bumper right there in that transition. Hitting inside clip 1, just barely skimming through on inside clip 2. Wasn't expecting that late initiation out of that 3-2-1, because he's usually quick on it.
Yeah, that was really close, passing the 1 cone, and not as exciting when they flicked the car. And yeah, a lot of the guys here, I think they come in, I'm not sure if they have the right rate of angle and how deep they're going on outside zone 1. They are very hesitant on getting back on gas as soon as possible after they pass outside zone 1. They wait till they almost wait till they kind of clear the inside clip 1, but what we want to see is we kind of want to see the car on gas as long and as much as possible around in clip 1, going all the way to outside zone 2, and you know, throwing a lot of angle too. So
there y'all saw it was 80 right there, but definitely during practice we've seen a few cars that'll do that coming up. So hopefully those cars will show us exactly how it needs to be laid out.
yeah, I think these guys are just kind of taking it easy, putting
first
the score
round,
in the books.
yeah.
Yep.
First qualifying run, so they're just like, you know what, let's just get a score on the books, and then we'll come out and bring out the true A game.
And
But here we go. Next car up is going to be number 23, Yuji Saito, which this is actually a new car for the series, and this is their first round for the 2021 season. It's a S15 powered by a VR38. Yes, that mean machine under the hood, a VR38. Team Next Dream with Total Car Shop Glitter.
Yes, it sounds amazing. Looks really exciting.
Coming into outside zone 1 to inside clip 1 right there. See if you can throttle through it to outer zone 2s and 3. Finishing off. See, that's the throttle I want to see right there.
Yeah, see,
right
everybody throttles hard there. We kind of want to see that throughout the whole track.
Exactly.
So I translate it as exciting driving, but right here, he kind of drags the e-brake through the outside zone 1, gets back on gas and stops right there. Then tries to look for traction to get out to outside zone 2. Kind of becomes a little bit shallow there too. So definitely a lot of room to
get some improvement on his score there.
Improve on his score, but then he does have a score.
Exactly.
Out,
that's another thing though. Last round, yes, it was raining out. It was, you know, crappy weather, but I'll just say our location was like prime. We were right where the throttle was at. All you heard was exhaust and engine. Here it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's not the same.
Yeah, I'm glad that we weren't we weren't listening to like a bunch of V8s, because we would have been deaf at Suzuka. So
that's true. There you go, 81 for his score. So about in the middle of the pack right now.
Definitely want to be in the 80s for the first run.
For sure.
That'll give you confidence to maybe even go and drive harder for the second run.
For sure, right there. So we got number 720, Masafumi Watanabe right here in the Lovka Team TCS Boone Factory 23 JZX 110 Mark II right here. And he debuted it over at Suzuka round 1. It was actually his first time driving it, but right there, totally missing outer zone 1, and ooh, huge correction coming from outer zone 1, or inside clip 1 to outer zone 2. And then almost losing it right there for inside clip 2. But like we were talking about last round, that was his first time driving the car pretty much at the track, so.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and check out the replay one more time, and I would have to say that this may be an incomplete for Watanabe, and the reasoning behind that is because right here after the in clip 1, he was looking to keep the car drifting, and he completely corrected the car, and looks like he had to straighten up once and reinitiate to drive to outside zone 2 and 3.
That's a big boy to keep sideways right there.
Yeah, it is. Definitely not something you want to do for your first qualifying run, but unfortunately Watanabe got an incomplete for his first run, but better luck on his second run. You have 2 runs you're going to get to move through qualify, go into top 32 of tomorrow with the better score of the 2 qualifying runs you have.
Exactly, and last week it was what, 94 I think was our highest qualifying run, so let's see who's going to hit the 90s first. But next coming up is going to be number 330, Shigahisa Sasayama in the Team M2 Racing JZX 100 Chaser.
Yeah, so Sasayama has been in JZX chassis for a little while too, and I believe he does compete in D1 and also D1 Lights. So I think he previously joined FD Japan for a couple rounds before. This is the first year I think he is going to be doing full season. This is a monster build too. This is a crazy JZX.
We're gonna see right here, coming into the 3-2-1. Going initiation, coming, really hot into outer zone 1. Missing kind of a little far out on, huge correction right there in outer zone 2. But yeah, inside clip definitely came a little outside of that. But we talk about it every single time. Every round we talk about is that line that you push. If you're a little bit off, or better yet, major off like we just saw, it's definitely going to affect the rest of these zones that you're hitting.
Yeah, it looks like he came in hot, a little too hot. He was almost 3 tires, but 2 tires off outside zone 1. Then there was a huge correction after outside zone 2 and outside zone 3. And definitely is straightening, and we will have to give him a incomplete for that run. What we are looking for in a qualified run is a run that you could actually follow. So it has to be a chaseable lead run, and if you're straightening out or going off course or throwing too much angle like a backwards entry, those are runs that you can't tandem. A car behind you cannot get right next to your door,
and that's
especially if the car's going straight, so we had to give him an incomplete.
Exactly, and you have to keep that constant. What are we here for? We're here for drifting, so you got to keep that constant drift going through.
I don't want to see cars driving straight. I want to see cars driving sideways. Sliding sideways, yeah.
So there y'all saw it right there is incomplete with a 0 right there, but hopefully he'll come out, and obviously you saw the heat that he's bringing into this outer zone 1, so hopefully he'll collect that together and give us a solid run next go.
Exactly. I don't want to see zeros, and I don't want to see drivers going home with 2 zeros.
Yes.
I want to see them at least get one scored run. So better luck for the second run for Sasayama, and right now we are waiting for the next driver to come up to the line.
He's arriving right now. Coming up to the line is number 37, Katsuhiro Negro, right here in the JZX 100 Mark II. This is actually going to be his first full season.
He's a newcomer. I know he's.
But
been
he has over,
for a
yeah,
while.
he's
been
over
drifting
20
for a long time.
Yeah, he was saying he had over 20 plus years of competitive drifting. So, I mean,
that's a lot.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That's back in the days when I was in my 20s.
Would that be your prime, or?
No, I never had a prime.
You were just mediocre.
I was always just there. Yeah, I was just there. So, I believe this is also a 2JZ. Kind of has a street car look to it.
It does, it does. Well, the headlights are pretty gnarly, so let's see. Here he comes into 3-2-1. Ooh, just missed outer zone 1 a little bit there. Same with inside clip 1. But throttling all the way through, coming to outer zone 2 and 3, and finishing off in inside clip 3 right there. Definitely was kind of playing it safe away from those zones. I don't know if it'd be considered safe though.
All right, here, so initiation, he does it quickly, but the rate to angle isn't so high, but he kind of misses outside zone 1 right there. Looks like the car was looking for traction. Very quick transition, which I liked. Overall, it looks like he was a little shallow on the line everywhere. So if he can shape that up, maybe it'll help him out on the second run. But let's go ahead and see what his score is going to be like.
It usually happens that way. They wait, like we were talking about, waits till the second run and then they put it all out on the line. So let's see what.
Well, I guess that's tactics, right? I mean, you don't want to go all out in your first run, blow it, have to be nervous for your second run, and
True.
But at the same time, we do want to see exciting driving. We want somebody to just come out and just blow everybody's doors off by doing some crazy.
And they're pro drivers, so yes, they do strategize, but at the same time, these guys know what they're doing behind the wheel. So here we are, 72 right there.
I hope they know what they're doing. They're on the track.
I know. Well, we're high up, so I think we're safe.
You're high up?
high up in the ground. Well, then again, earlier during practice, I think you got a rock, you know.
Yeah, they actually shot a rock at
chucked
me.
up at you. So next we have number 283, Tsubasa Takazawa right here in the Zek Nova Japan and Superstar channel.
So he has a
JZX
YouTube
100.
channel. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel called Superstar Channel.
Go check that out. But yes, he got new livery change this year, so got this sweet little champagne gold going on. Hitting that outer zone 1. Controlling into inside clip 1 to outer zone 2. Transitioning to outer zone 3 and finishing off right here strong into inside clip 1.
Well, I would have to say it wasn't a crazy run, but very smooth.
It's very smooth.
Yeah, it was
Fluidity
very
was
smooth.
on point right there. So let's see what he has to. Yeah, like we were talking about the YouTube channel. I always see someone following him with recording, so.
Oh.
There we go, finishing off to inside clip 2 right there.
Put it.
So if y'all haven't been here before, that last inside clip 2 is actually where the fans would be if we had fans out here. So definitely a zone of throttle and smoke.
Yeah, so his run style side, very smooth. I liked it a lot. He looked like he had a slight bobble coming into outside zone 2. It looks like everybody struggles there. That might be like one of the hardest parts of the track, coming from inside clip 1 to outside zone 2. But definitely a good enough score for now. But it looks like there's a lot of guys that are in the early 80s, late 70s. So we're gonna have to see where he's gonna, that's gonna place him for now. But yes, he does have a second run. And the next driver is car number 41, Shinichi Uemura with Team Hirano Tire, Uemura Sangyo IAS, driving the JZX 100 Chaser.
And we're early in our cars too. We're only like a third of the way, or not even a third of the way. So
yeah, so we still got a lot of
track.
drifting going too. So don't forget to tune in with us tomorrow as well, because today we're doing qualify right now.
Here we go into the 3-2-1. Initiating, coming into, taking out both pylons into outer zone 1 to inside clip 1. Shifting over to outer zone 2 and outer zone 3 right here. And finishing off strong right there. I might have to stop saying finishing off strong there, because I mean it's a given right there. We've seen it out of all cars. Then pushing through, throttling through inside clip 2.
And right here, he looks like he washes out a little too much after outside zone. And right there, there's a mistake that he made going from. That's a mistake he made going from outside zone 2 to 3. So definitely looked a lot smoother than we thought, but.
And you were talking about that earlier too. That inside clip right there is throwing them off, because they're coming in hot into outer zone 1, and then they have to try to control themselves, because that inside clip 1 right there isn't as early on as they think it is. So it's a little later, and then connects right to outer zone 2.
Yeah, so it's just like all the tracks that we have designed here for FD Japan. It really matters where you set yourself up from the first outside zone or the first inner clip that you go into. Like here, if you wash out way too much, you have to find your way to go back to the inside clip. Then you're gonna have to make your way out to the outside zone 2. But if you make it, or if you leave outside zone 1 perfectly with good angle, it's a smooth line going from there to inside clip 1 to outside zone 2.
There we go. We got a 76 on the board for him. So next up at the line, we got number 5, Tomoki Tanaka right here in the V-Style Good Ride with Tetsujin in his JZX 100. I know last event he had some transmission issues, but I think he's been doing pretty solid during practice and everything. But then again, they were working on the car yesterday, but not quite sure what they were doing.
Yeah, this is a brand new build from last year. Let's see how he's gonna do today.
Coming into outer zone 1. little shallow there for outer zone 1, and then getting a little thrown off, but throttling right out of outer zone 2 and outer zone 3 to finish off with into inside clip 2 right there.
All right, so that's it's a smooth run, but like I say, these guys has a hard time leaving outside zone 1 where they're supposed to, driving throughout inside clip 1. Inside clip 1 isn't supposed to be somewhere you're driving to. You have to actually drive through it, and the front end of the car should be there. Right now, Tanaka's run was very smooth, but at the same time, he was definitely looking for a way to dig himself out of going from inside clip 1 to outside zone 2. So it looks like it's a similar problem for a lot of the drivers.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. So see what these next half have to do for.
Right there, it's the inside of the pits right there. The sideways experience car driven by Yukio Fausto. Oh, here we go. Tomoki Tanaka gets the 82. So I guess the early 80s is probably the mediocre score that you get
for right now.
Today. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely different from the last track we were at. We had all outer zones, and this time we have 2 inside clips. But there you go. There's Yukio Fausto clipping up, getting ready. And this is his home turf too, so.
Yep, that is a 2J powered S15. That's a pretty exciting driver right there.
Oh.
Right there.
Oh, they're gonna see for sure. He told me he's gonna bring some heat today.
And what is going on? It looks like somebody is stuck in the burnout box.
Looks like Monkey Ito in the number 93. So let's see what they're gonna come up with.
So I think they're going to have to tow that car. Oh, hey, actually, oh. Oh, there you go.
So looks like he might be good to go.
I don't know, maybe it stalled and maybe it was fuel fouled or something like that. Maybe he was able to get it started or something,
But like I said, this is going to be number 93, Monkey Ito, here in Hirano Tires, JZX 100 Chaser.
And let me go ahead and explain. He almost had to call the competition timeout. You have only one competition timeout, which allows you to work on your car for 5 minutes. You have to get the car fixed within that 5 minutes. So if you don't, you're going to lose that qualifying run. Or if it's tandem, you're actually going to be on the disadvantage for not being able to drive that run. But you only get one for the weekend. You definitely don't want to use it for qualifying.
Exactly. First run up, you don't want that for sure. They got him up at the line, so that's a good sight to see right here. Let's see what he's going to do in his 2J Power JZX 100 Chaser. Coming into the 3-2-1. Nice flick right there to outer zone 1. Throttling, nothing but throttle to outer zone 2.
That was a pretty smooth run by Ito right here with the flick. Looks like he does a pretty good job on outside zone 1. Right here, it doesn't look like he bobbles or tries to dig himself out of leaving outside, or I'm sorry, inside clip 1 to outside zone 2. Very smooth run. And definitely going to give him a score so much better than not being able to drive your lap.
Exactly.
With the car.
That's the struggle though right now, is during practice a lot of these cars were just destroying the zones, and right now it just seems like they're being real shallow and, you know,
I think it happens all the time
safe.
because when you're practicing, you're just practicing or you're testing the car out. So
here we go, an 85 right there for a score.
So it looks like we have like a tie of 85s.
We do. We have a trio going. Ishikawa, and you got Suenaga right there. But coming up is going to be number 963, Daichi Mizutani, and the Mizutani Jidosha Marusio Racing. And his S15 SR powered, what is it, 2.2, right?
I believe so. I think it is. So let's hear that SR roar.
Out of inside switch, going to outer zone 2, sweeping around to outer zone 3 right there. With a clean finish through out inside clip 2 right.
So the run he just made right now, it looks like there's a lot of grip in this car. Right here, initiation, not so much angle. Tries to slide the car out, but after that, it looks like the car wants to straighten as much as possible. Here we go. Kind of shallow, doesn't make it all the way out to the outside zone 2. Feels outside zone 3 pretty good. Finishes off the track really exciting. But the first half of the track doesn't look like it's completely what he would want to do.
And that seems like it's been the trickiest part for a lot of these drivers of that first half. Getting that wrong line into outer zone 1, hitting inside clip 1, which we've seen a lot of hesitation coming out of inside clip 1 to outer zone 2. So let's see what they got for Mizutani right here.
Yeah, it looked as if it was going to be exciting, but it was a little bit.
There you go. We got an 81 for him on the board. Definitely a crazy blend of engines we have out here. But like you said, we're missing that V8. So next at the line is going to be number 61, Kazuki Hayashi right here in the Good Ride Works S15. Looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah, and I think this is a different S15 with the 2J in it, because he drove one last event at Suzuka.
Yes, you're right.
It
Look
wasn't
exactly
this
the
one.
same.
Exactly the same though, yeah. Uh-oh.
Here he comes right here, nice. Coming into outer zone 1 right there, into inside clip 1. Playing with the throttle a little right there, into outer zone 2 to 3. Finishing off real well right there from inside clip 2.
So that was a very smooth and nice run by Hayashi. And right there, right before he went into initiation, it looked like something, I don't know if it was him or the car slowed down or something, but definitely feels outside zone 2 really well. Not as hard of a flick going to outside zone 3, but for sure a very smooth, clean run by Hayashi, and this is going to give him a good score, it looks like,
Yeah,
for his first run.
Came pretty aggressive there, coming into outer zone 1 right there. There you go, you got a view of the spotters. Spotter stand right there.
They're just chilling up there. Man, this breeze is nice.
Oh man,
The sun's not out, but it's not super cloudy,
it's okay. It was going to be hitting me if it was out, so I'm okay with that.
so it feels good.
It
Oh,
does.
I think that we got a new leader here.
Boom, 87. Breaking that 85 bar that everybody's struggling on. There you go. You can see next driver's getting those tires warmed up, scrubbing them. Got a lot of Fausto fans out here in the chat.
Are they saying nice things, or you just can't read it? No.
They're saying a lot of Fausto and Brazilian flags, so I can definitely understand that. He definitely does appreciate y'all. He does stress that to us that, hey, give a shout out to my people in Brazil and my fans. But coming up to the line now, we have number 7, Yamamoto Junji right here, or Junji Yamamoto, in his 5X2J powered FD.
So there you go. He already said it's a 2J powered FD. He debuted it last time at Suzuka. For all you rotary fans, you guys are probably mad,
But he was a rotary guy. You know, 2019 he was running this car with a two rotor.
He had this is a total new car, but he had an orange.
Here he comes right here, getting wild, coming into outer zone 1, pushing it through to inside clip 1. Woo! Throwing some of that paint color out there for outer zone 2 to outer zone 3. It definitely gave a lot of flair from outer zone 2 to 3.
Wow, that was a pretty exciting run by Yamamoto. It looks like he throws a good amount of angle at entry. Let's go ahead and check that out. He initiates. Very smooth. Fills out or tries to fill outside zone 1. Good amount of angle. Fills outside zone 2.
I'll give you this though. You know, he's pretty wild right off the jump usually, and when I say wild, he gets a little jerky whenever he throws it. So for doing this, it was a pretty good run on his part. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, I believe so, because last event in the rain, I mean, his practice, he was just, you know, throwing the car, spinning it out. And since the car was a brand new build, I think he was trying to get a feel for the car. And definitely looks like he's getting a lot more comfortable in that car. So I think the score is going to definitely let you know how well he feels in the car right now.
Everybody thinks he's in the 90s, so we'll see. There you go, the pits. Hayashi's pit right there.
Oh, 85.
Ooh, 85.
So earlier he would have been tied with the 3 other leading drivers,
So
right?
now he's tied for second with the 3 other drivers.
But definitely an exciting run. Let's see what he's going to do.
So next
for
is
his
going to
second run.
Exactly. So next we have number 13, Yasuhiro Takaki right here in the T squares with DGR Good Ride. He's in this 180 SX, powered by an SR, a 2.1 SR. Three, two, one. Get into that outer zone 1 right there to the inside clip 1 to push through right here. With the transition between 2 to 3, just barely grazed it inside clip 2 right there.
You know what? Definitely a very smooth, exciting run by Takaki. He is driving his SR Power 180 to the max right there. Good amount of flick going into outside zone 1. Looks like he drives right through inside clip 1 to outside zone 2 smoothly. Transition looks pretty smooth. Very promising run by Takaki.
It is.
Very clean, yep.
See what the score they got for him. But man, it's got to be intimidating coming out here with an SR, and you got all these guys with these high horsepower, you know, 2Js or 1GRs, or even the soon-to-be, you'll see this crazy rotary.
There you
coming
go.
up. Bam! Our new leader right here with an 89. Obviously, it doesn't scare him.
Yeah, it doesn't scare him. But you know what?
Or intimidate him, I should say.
Honestly think it's not just about having a 1,000 horsepower car
Oh,
or, you know, the grippiest tires out there. It's all about a good amount of balance, good amount of grip, good amount of power, the weight of the car, where you put the weight on the car, how much steering angle you have. So it's a really, really balanced,
And
balance
who's-
is big.
Exactly, and who's operating it, so. Coming up right here is going to be number 168, Masayo Minoa right here in the Heyman TM Labo JZX 100 Chaser. She's actually one of our only females for this round so far.
Yeah, I think we had a couple female drivers from
Last
up
year
until
we did.
last year, yeah. So we're down to one female driver.
So she's holding it down for him.
Yes, she is.
She had some good practices, but let's see what she has for us for her first qualifying run right here. Initiating a little late there out of the 3-2-1, coming to outer zone 1. Inside clip, ooh, and spinning out right there. So the inside clip, you saw kind of the transition of her car kind of get a little, rumble, I guess you could say, it actually dips in right there, and the asphalt ends, and it goes a little bit on the inside of the flat part. So
yeah, it's like a revert, or it's kind of like a bank almost. So not a strong flick by Minoa here. Tries to fail outside zone 1, but when she was approaching inside clip 1, looks like she over-rotated and had to spin out. So that's going to be a incomplete for her first run, but we would like to see her finish a run for the second one so she can get a score out there on the board.
yeah, and she was doing pretty solid over at Suzuka Twin. I mean, definitely performed in the rain. So hopefully she'll throw a solid good run for her second run.
All right, so it looks like we are almost through half of the cars in the field, but we will go ahead and take a short break, and we will be right back.
Ne, 雨の日の運転ってちょっぴり心配だよね。いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。ウェット A。
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心やる。
横浜革新のカーボンベゼル。Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。 Made in Japan. Breed.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Ospo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
Motis.
The brightness. Calm, brilliant. Valenti.
ね、雨の日の運転っ でめいざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤウェット A ウェット A
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心なやる
横浜革新のカーボンベゼルBluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオMade in Japan. Breed.
What's up, guys? It's Freddy Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
"伝統と革新」小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮。チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ。小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
モティーズ。
The brightness. Calm, brilliant. Valenti.
Welcome back, everybody, to the G-SHOCK Presents Formula Drift Japan 2021 Round 2 here in the Fukushima Prefecture at Ebisu Circuit, West Course. If you're just now joining us, I'm going to be your host, Kenny Harris, and beside me is going to be the judge, translator, and commentator, Robbie Nishida.
Hey guys, and we are here at Ebisu Circuit. This is like the dreamland for any drifter. I know a couple months back there was a disaster. There was a earthquake that that affected this track rat. There was a huge landslide. I'll talk a little bit about it later. But let us go ahead and move along on our qualify.
So we're going to roll into number 73. So we're halfway through right now. So let's see what number 73, Yuji Saito, has to do. Ride in his JZX 100 Chaser. It looks like he's coming in pretty hot in outer zone 1. Kind of missing out on what happened. Man, he wanted to give a flare. Coming into outer zone 2 and 3 with a solid finish right there into inside clip 1.
All right, so we have to look at the replay carefully again, but it looks like he was really on it. Very exciting when he initiated, but after that it kind of fell apart. Let me go ahead and explain that to you right here. He misses outside zone 1 pretty bad. Barely makes it around inside clip 1 right there. A huge correction, a bobble, almost straightening at the transition. Now we want good rate to angle when you're transitioning or initiating, so this might hurt him on the style side as well.
And
Let us go ahead and add this up.
Exactly. Many of you that have already been watching and staying tuned to us from the start, you've seen that that's been the issue right there. That outer zone 1 coming into inside clip 1. If you're not hitting the right line, you're going to definitely come in either too hot, too wide, or whatever into inside clip 1, causing you to kind of have a bobble up into getting into outer zone 2 and 3. But 2 and 3 to inside clip 2, I mean, these drivers have been knocking those out the park. It's just a matter of getting this first half of this course. There you go, 65 for him.
Yeah, the line judge and the angle judge. Actually, he was lacking in angle and very shallow on the lines. Wasn't making it all the way to the outside where he was supposed to be. But let's see what he can do for his second run. And the next driver right here is car number 90.
Shinji Minowa.
Hey man, TM Labo, Silent Tire, JZX 90 Mark II now.
So he was in a 100, wasn't he? Yeah, so this is actually his car he was taken to the US last year, but he went ahead and brushed the dust off and brought it up. But this is nothing new to him. This is what he was competing in before the 100. So man, definitely destroying some pylons there and hitting those zones, but this is nothing. This car's nothing new to him, so he should be showing out.
Yeah, so that looked like a very smooth run. I wouldn't say it was as exciting as it should be. So the commitment level didn't look as high, but very smooth.
Safe.
Very safe, but he does also fill the outside zone 1. Does a good job around here. Looks like he fills outside zone 2 and 3. Maybe almost 1 tire off, but definitely a smooth run by Minowa. If there's more flair in it, I would say that he could. That was a pretty good put together, well put together run
with the line and everything he had. But yes, that's husband of Masayo right there. So he got an 87 in the books.
Maybe
they're a pretty big drift family though. So
yeah. So I think the big difference between this car and the 100 that he has, the 100's lighter and it's a rear radiator and it's balanced more. Where this 90 is a lot more basic. It has like a stock fuel tank and the front radiator. So maybe this is like a comfortable car for him.
Man, I'm not sure who's on the screen right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure the fans do though, but it's number 555 Yukio Fausto in the Side X Japan with sideways experience.
Very exciting driver.
Very, very exciting. This is his home turf. He told me he's gonna show out today and show them what this course is really about. So let's see what he's got for us. Coming into this one right here. See what kind of excitement he's going to give us. There you go, the throttle that he puts out in the smoke, non-stop. Coming through to outer zone 2, to outer zone 3, and then finishing off right here with inside clip 2, but just smoke, 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 smoke.
So that was a very exciting driving. That's exactly what we would want to see. We want to see a lot of angle thrown to outside zone 1. He looks like he was a little late going into drift after the reverse flick from initiation, but look at that angle on gas the whole time going through inside clip 1, outside zone 2, and outside zone 3. Very exciting driving by Yukio Fausto.
This is nothing new though. He's all about giving that flair, giving that crazy throttle controlled run and just producing as much smoke as he can. So
yeah, I mean, he was on the gas. He threw the car into outside zone 1, and after that, he was on gas the whole time.
Look at it; it's still clearing up. So definitely
a lot of smoke.
Definitely gonna be rough to follow.
Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to follow.
We'll see here what the judges have for him.
There you go.
Boom, our first breaking the plateau and hitting in the 90s.
There you go. So the first car that made the 90s is Yukio Fausto's first run in his Side X Japan with sideways experience, S15.
He's nothing new to, you know, qualifying first for for the runs. So let's see what he could do for his next run and see if he can break that and get up in the high 90s to 100.
Yeah, there's a couple of points that he could pick up actually along the way. So we would see him back for the second run. But before we go to that, we will go ahead and finish up the first runs for these drivers.
Next is number 64, Yoshimimori. You just saw him on the screen. And he's with Team Mori in his S15, powered by a 2J. And yes, hence his age is actually
64.
So our oldest driver coming in right here to outer zone 1. Push, come into, a little high on the outer inside clip 1. But like I said, that second half right there is not any trouble for most of these drivers. But both inside clips, it looks like he came a little bit too hot for him. And
yeah, so it looks like he washes out. He has a correction at in clip 1. Right here, initiation, average initiation. Then right here, it looks like he kind of glides out to inside clip 1. Then he kind of gets stuck with trying to look for traction after in clip 1 as well. And it looks like he misses the in clips too. So definitely going to hurt his score. But fairly smooth run by Mori.
See what kind of score he's got. I think he's used to the last track with all the outer zones. He's not used to these inside clips. Getting the scores in. There you go, another view of the pits. Looks like they're giving a, oh, let's see. 83 right there. Not bad, not bad. Next coming up to the line right now is number 19, Yuichi Amagai, right here in the perfect style with good ride, S15. He actually had that pretty gnarly green S15
olive
last
green,
year. The
yeah.
olive.
Now it's more of a green metallic.
It was like an army olive green, darker green. But he said he did this for more of a sponsor shout out type thing, matching his sponsor's colors.
So yes, this is another exciting driver to watch.
Let's see what he's got for us right here. Coming out of the Japan into the 3-2-1. Woo! Coming in, pushing through outer zone 1. Rolling around to outer zone 2. Transitioning to outer zone 3. Woo! Is he gonna save it? Oh!
Man, that would have been a pretty sweet run. The last corner at the in clip, the second in clip, it looks like he almost had to come to a total correction, but there was a big mistake. But right here, nice flick. Nice flick by Amagai. Approaches in clip 1. Fills outside zone 2 and 3 fairly well, and throws a little bit too much angle there and almost does a half spin at the in clip. So definitely going to hurt his fluidity portion of the score.
Looks like Yukio's pretty happy with his first run. Team looks pretty happy too. Judges are getting their scores in.
There's a lot of excitement in the pits right there.
He's got one more run, so I wonder what he's gonna, cook up for us. There we go, an 85 for Amagai.
Yeah, just imagine if he didn't make that mistake at the in clip 2, because that hurt his score a lot on the style side of it. So excited to see what he's going to get for a second run.
For sure, for sure. So coming up right here at the line is going to be 44444 Takatoshi Imamaida in his 5X tire Navigate Penske KRC Sylvia S14.
Triple 4, 4, 4, 4. That's 4 4s. I know.
No.
No, you said triple 4.
I broke it down.
You have to say
Just
triple
like
4 period 4 4 4. No. I was gonna say that with the 5 5 5, but I didn't. I was waiting.
I'm saying it multiple ways, so then, you know, fill in the void before the engine roar comes flying past me for Outer Zone 1. So yeah, you can obviously tell we're right above the between the 3-2-1 and Outer Zone 1. So definitely the throttle lower whenever they come through here. Not throttle the engine, but here they go right here. It's Outer Zone 1. Took a different path there. Seen it. Pushed a little to come into inside clip 1 to Outer Zone 2. Taking out all pylons and the rest of the outer zones.
Yeah, so he did fill the outside zone 1 fairly nicely. The initiation was nice as well, but he did make a major mistake where he did come a little short approaching inside clip 1. Now let's go ahead and check out this replay right here. Nice flick. Tries to fill outside zone 1, then right here. And now he is offline, and he had to find his way to get back on the proper line. So that's definitely going to hurt him on the style side of the scoring.
See what these scores are right here for him. Yeah, I bobbled a little. I almost said S15 because I'm just so used to saying S15. No, that was a Koki S14 right there, but was powered by a 2J.
Yes. Yeah, so as I said earlier, it's really important to leave outside zone 1 the way you should. Going into inside clip 1, you need that smooth line going from outside zone 1 through inside clip 1 to outside zone 2. So let's see what he's going to do for a second run.
But next up is, obviously you can see on the screen right now, is number 770, Yusuke Kusaba in the Team Cusco Racing A90 Supra. So he debuted this last year, and we've seen the progression through his driving and understanding of this vehicle and how aggressive he slowly is pushing this car into. So
yeah, because he was driving an 8.6 a while back that was his own car, and now he's a driver of this Cusco A90 Supra. Can't wait to see what he's going to do out here.
Here he comes right here, coming into outer zone 1. Had a little pause there, coming from out of outer zone 1 to inside clip 1. Woo, it kind of went a little too hot into inside clip 2 right there. Man, he had a pretty long pause there. You'll see right here in this replay.
All right, so right here, it looks like he makes the car go sideways, but doesn't look like he is running the angle he wants to, and it took him forever to get back on gas because he was looking the perfect spot to get back on the gas after inside clip 1 or around inside clip 1. But after that, it looks like everything went well for the outside zone 2, 3 in the inside clip. But the first half of the track is going to hurt his score on the style side of it a tad bit because of the lack of commitment he had going to the inside clip 1.
Yeah, definitely going to have to clean that up for his next run. But I mean, like we were talking about earlier, getting a score in the books is the main key. Then you don't come in with too much pressure for your second run.
Yeah, so what we want to see, we want to see the cars to drift, throw a lot of angle on outside zone 1. We want you to wrap the car around inside clip 1, hanging it out to outside zone 2, not driving up to inside clip 1, then finding your way to outside zone 2. So that's something that we do not want to see.
And there you saw it, Kusaba with a 79, just like Imamaida with a 79 prior to. So definitely has a lot of work, not a lot of work, but he has a lot of tweaking to do for his next run. Rolling up to the line right now is going to be number 125, Yoshichika Tamagawa here in the Car Guy Racing with Kazama Auto Service, JZA80 Supra. Yes, it is a Supra.
And he is slowly driving to the start line. Now, this driver is kind of a veteran at FD Japan now, and I've seen this Supra many times.
We were talking about it, I think, last time. He got that for what? Free, right?
He said, I don't know, it was like 500 bucks almost. Or something like that, free or something that was close. I mean, shoot.
Eat it up, everybody.
I don't
500
care. Yeah,
bucks.
if it was 500 bucks, if somebody's gonna give me an A90, I'm sorry, A80.
I don't care if it's NA
Supra.
Auto, you know.
I don't care if it doesn't have a motor. I'll take it for 500 bucks. So there you go. Very tough looking car. Very, very colorful wrap on this car.
But like you said, he's been in the seat of this car for a while, so he definitely knows what he needs to do to make this car perform. This breeze feels amazing. Coming into the 3-2-1. See if we get that back into outer zone 1 right there. Coming into inside clip 1. Definitely gonna have to see the replay on that and see what all went on here.
Yeah, so right here, not a huge flick at initiation right there. A little shy on the angle. Tries to fill outside zone 1, but leaves outside zone 1 fairly early. And right around here, does a great job around outside zone 2 and 3 and the transition. But it looked like he had to, I don't know, he didn't maybe...
Is that gonna affect him with that long E-brake right there out of outer zone 3 to inside clip 2?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think what happened was the car didn't hang out on outside zone or outside zone 1 as long as he was expecting it to. So he had to find his way to wrap the car around inside clip 1. And there was definitely a hesitation there going from outside zone 1 area to inside clip 1. So
I was definitely expecting more out of him. I mean, during practice, he was throwing some solid runs. So, you know, coming through qualifying, that's when the pressure kicks in. So I don't know if it's affecting any of these guys or not, but definitely during practice, we've seen a lot more out of these drivers. There we are with a 76, and he has room to build for that second run.
yeah, definitely is not a driver that's going to settle with the 76. Excited to see a second run. And now we are going to car number 448, Yoshiya Isaki with Origin Labo Racing S15 Sylvia. He used to have 360 horsepower at Suzuka, but I heard that he got or found 60 more horsepower somewhere.
Hey,
just sitting around.
He had 3 weeks to find it, and he obviously found it. So he's rolling with 420 horsepower now. His first year. And let's see if he can throw down a solid run here and show what this 60 horsepower did for him. Here he is coming into inside clip 1. Having a little bobble there coming in inside outer zone 2. And taking out the pylons in outer zone 3. And ooh, not the cleanest finish you can ask for.
All right, so we're going to have to check out the replay one more time, but I think he made a major mistake at the end of the track. Right here, a fairly well initiation going to outside zone 1, wraps around inside clip 1, but hesitates and tries to dig himself out of stalling. But right here, after in clip 1, tire goes straight, and he just kind of drives right through.
And you said it multiple times. You have to roll through the finish line in a
drifting,
drift.
exactly.
Whether you spin out right at the finish line or whatever, it's still going to affect your overall run with it either like this, incomplete or not. So
yeah, so he got an incomplete for his first run. If he could have finished that the last corner where the second in clip was, he definitely would have had a score, but not after that. Hopefully he can get a score down for his second run, and better luck then.
Control that extra 60 horsepower.
Yep.
So next coming up to the line, or at the line right now, is number 18, Tetsuya Iha right here with the Kartis Okinawa with Nor. 200 series crown, powered by a 2J, and you know, like I talked about last round, his biggest improvement off this car was weight reduction. This thing is a beast. It's huge. He was able to get custom doors made and get this thing modified to where he needs it to be. And man, he's slinging this thing right here. Get control of it right here, outer zone 1 to outer zone 2. Just throttling into outer zone 3 and inside clip 1 right there.
Wow, that was a very smooth run by
was.
Iha.
But there's a lot of weight. I mean, this thing's a boat.
It is. It looks like it's a long wheelbase chassis. Definitely a lot heavier than some of these cars. But look at this, very smooth initiation. Leaves the outside zone 1 a little early, but around inside clip 1 makes it look very, very smooth and fluid through outside zone 2 and 3.
And then hugging right around for inside clip 2. Man, beautiful maneuvering of that car. But like I said, like this car right here, you don't see a 200 series crown on the drift track, I don't think ever. So it's got a lot of modifications done to it. And then like I said, there's no aftermarket doors or anything for it to help reduce some of the heavy weight that this car has. So his team went out, his mechanic went out and customized these doors to get them where he needed them to be. And there you go, in 84.
Yeah, that was a very smooth run by Iha. Definitely a lot of room to improve, but a very good enough score for the first run. Excited to see what he's going to do for a second run.
Rolling out of the box is coming up is going to be number 17, Jin Horino right here. And his Good Ride Team Tops Racing with Project Mu S15.
So yes, Horino is a veteran in FD Japan too, and I believe he's seen podium before as well.
It's nothing new to him for sure.
And I think he's been campaigning this S15 for a couple years now, so he should probably know this car like it's the back of his head.
Know this car like the back of his head. Hand?
Head, hand, back of his head. Don't you say that? You don't say that? I'm wrong, huh? It's okay. My Jap English is...
They'll let you know if you're wrong on the chat, so
Okay.
you know.
Please correct us. We don't know what we're talking about, so. And here we go.
Coming through the chicane, coming up to the 3-2-1 right here. Woo! Almost hitting that one cone right there. Woo, nice sweep through outer zone 1, and man, that line to that inside flip. Pretty clean all the way through. I wish I saw a lot more throttle though, throttle.
Yeah, it was a very smooth run by Horino.
Yeah.
Like you said, it doesn't look like he was throwing crazy angle around the car, or around the track, but definitely looks good enough. And I think it's just not, he's on throttle, it's just not smoking as much.
Yeah.
So definitely hard to tell, but I can see that he is trying. So very clean run.
Good transition, good fluidity. But like we said before, he's podiumed. He knows what he needs to do, and that was a good solid lead run if he was leading. So points on the board for sure. 88 right there. Boom. High 80s is pretty solid. It seems like a pretty safe number, but let's see if he can get higher up in the runnings. So getting his tires warm, scrubbing them up. Coming out is going to be 888. Yes, 888. Kenji Yamada with the Larada Club Racing VL S15. And it is SR powered. It's a 2.1 liter. And it's we asked him what the Larada Club was, and it's actually a shop, a racing shop, right?
Yeah, it's a shop. I guess they do aftermarket car part sale, normal stock, OEM car part sales, etc. So he's actually the driver for the car. So.
Wow, and that's probably a lot of y'all's like question. We're naming these sponsors, and like these, some of them are smaller shops, bigger shops that you're familiar with,
Yeah.
but.
And his nickname is Jamaken. Jamaken. Yep. Kenji Yamada.
Isn't Jama?
AKA
Jama
Jamaken.
means like you're in the way, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him next time how he got that name.
Exactly. Here he comes into outer zone 1. Pulling with the throttle to inside clip 1 to outer zone 2. Rolling into outer zone 3 and finishing off right here to inside clip 1. Nice tuck through inside clip 2 right there. I said inside clip 1, but I meant 2. But He squeezed right around it.
All right, so there's a couple of things that Kenji Yamada did right here at initiation. Not as hard as a flick. Makes his way out to outside zone 1, and around here looks like he shallows up a lot, maybe because of the power and the way the track layout is. Definitely not the smoothest run that he made from before, but he does have a score.
That's the biggest thing, getting a score in the books. So we got 9 more coming up after this, but so yeah, all these drivers today, they didn't get yesterday. A lot of them took off yesterday and, didn't want to waste their time with the rain. It was just a torrential downpour. There you go, 83 in the books for them. But yeah, we had a torrential downpour yesterday, and it was just miserable, not only for the drivers, but for us also,
Yeah, we definitely had our boots on and raincoat, and it was very miserable just sitting in the rain, and not much cars were running, so there was not much action going on. We were just doing like things that we had to prep for today.
Exactly. So next up is going to be number 38, Tadahiro Fukada in the Tanabe SSR Team Dunlop with weld JZX 100 Mark II.
Been at every FD Japan event.
He's an OG.
Since, they started. And one of the tallest drivers.
And here he goes right here. Woo. Definitely took a different approach there, coming at outer zone 1 to inside clip 1, rolling around to outer zone 2. Didn't flick it as hard into outer zone 3, but still made it look good coming into inside clip 2.
Very fluid, smooth run, but let's see, I'm gonna have to check that out because of the commitment level. Like, we would like to see a harder flick going into drift when he was initiating. He does fill outside zone 1 very well, washes out a little bit here too, so he had to definitely find his way back online, going to outside zone 2, then 3. Not as a hard flick, as you said, going from outside zone 2 to 3, but a very clean, smooth run by.
And it's funny you say that, because we said that last round, is he just does simple, clean runs. Puts himself in the top 32 category, and then he pushes on, and then he shows what's up during what we're here for.
Hey, that's a strategy, It's
exactly.
like you're all these guys, yeah, everybody wants to qualify. Got an 82 though, so he's in for sure for now. But yes, everybody wants to qualify high, but you have to also think about trying too hard and ending up going back home with incomplete, or getting a good score, or getting a mediocre score and not pushing it as hard as you want to. Or
it is, and y'all can hear the rotary in the background. But next up is 66666. Shuichi Mano in his Chari Boy style with Victor tire in his S13 Via right here. So new livery on his car. So let's see what he's got to do in this 2J powered 1 Via.
So this is one of those young upcoming drivers in the series. Let's see what he's got. Inside clip 1.
Transition from 2 to 3, outer zones 2 and 3, taking out his bumper out of from the pylon at outer zone 3 right there.
All right, so not an aggressive flick at the initiation. Let's go ahead and check out the replay.
Don't get distracted by the rotary.
Right here, it doesn't look like a high energy entry, and he kind of waits to get back on gas as soon as possible, but everything else after that looks very smooth. Fills outside zone 2, 3 fairly well, and inside clip 2, and finishes the track. So
there you go. What's crazy, the setup of that car is actually what the States would see as a 240SX.
Yeah, it's a 1 Via, so it's got the 180SX front end on a Sylvia, And you all probably already know the Sylvias came with a different front end on the
In Japan
as a coupe than the 240s. I keep forgetting to push the send button on this.
So that's the long delays we're having. So
No,
76
it's there, it's there.
76 right there for him in the books.
Yeah, we would like to see a little bit more flair in his driving. Definitely has a lot more in him, so.
Exactly. So next up at the line right now is going to be number 80, Yuta Komatsu, with Komatsu Racing in his IS 350, powered by a 2J. Sound like a broken record. Powered by a 2J.
Hey man, but if you say anything, the 2J guy is gonna definitely come back after you.
I know.
So you gotta watch what you're saying. No.
Nah, 2J power right here coming in. Do the 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Little light on that initiation right there, coming in the outer zone or inside clip 1 right there. Ooh. Gonna have to look back at that, coming in a little too strong into inside clip 2.
All right, so it looked like the car sputtered right when he was initiating, and that kind of threw the car off the way it was supposed to go. Let's go ahead and check this out. So not as a strong initiation that we want to right there.
Almost like a hesitation.
Yeah, then kind of leaves outside zone 1 kind of early, but over here makes it look very smooth. A little bit of bobble there in front of the outside zone 2. Knocks over the cones, but fills outside zone 3. Misses out inside clip 1. So there is a score there, but it looks like he has a lot more in him.
He threw a rundown, but yes, definitely going to have to pick it up for his next time around for his second qualifying run. Clean car, different look. Don't see too many IS 350s. There you go, 71. Don't see too many of those running, but pretty much has the same wheel base as a 100, right?
Yeah, let me talk about the scores a little bit more too. As you saw right now, he did get a fairly low score, but the line score was very low. He was supposed to get 30 out of, or he got only 18 out of 30. So I would see because he missed outside zone 1, and he totally missed inside clip 2 too. So that's 5 points right there, and you can actually lose all of it. So if you think about it, you have to make sure you know your strong points and weak points. Try to fill as much zones and try to fill the zones with a lot of angle as much as possible with a lot of flair, or it's gonna get you end up slightly lower score.
So essentially, just make sure you strategize the right way.
Yeah, because you don't want to just go hard and miss everything. So
exactly. So next at the line right now is going to be number 36, Kazumi Takahashi here in the TM Racing Team Cylone Tires BMW E39, powered by a 1GR.
E39, it's an E92 by the
way. I'm over here.
Do you have your copy? All right, this car is exciting to see. Let's see this.
Taking up the pylon out of zone 2 to out of zone 3. Giving a nice solid run.
That was very beautiful. Look at the flare that you saw the car spitting out from initiation. Let's go ahead and check that out. I like that, how he was very exciting. Car was sideways from initiation. Check this out. A fairly nice flick right there. Boom. A lot of angle. Good rate to angle. Fills outside zone 1. Gets close enough for inside zone or inside clip 1. Gains angle going outside zone 2 and flicks it pretty hard. Definitely a very, very exciting run.
Very nice from outer zone 2 to inside clip 2 right there, or outer zone 3 to inside clip 2 right there. Like you said, he flicked super hard, but he was still able to catch it back.
Himself, yeah.
Which we've seen a lot of these guys come too hot and they just kind of wash out.
Yeah, we don't want to see somebody drive easy. We want to see the drivers drive it hard. So if they got to flick the car, throw the car to angle, there you go. Points leader right there.
Boom, 94. But then again, let's roll back to 2020. this isn't anything new to him. I mean, he podiumed here last year, so.
Yeah, he did. And he was the runner-up from last year?
He was.
For the series.
For the series, he was with 274 points. But here we go right here.
Another crazy, loud, exciting-looking car right here.
It's going to be number 4, Tetsuya Hibino right here in the LB Racing S15. 4-rotor, twin-turbo, insane car. #1 qualifier last round, so let's see what he's going to do.
This guy came out in the rain, never or didn't practice in the rain at Suzuka, but the first one he made, he got top qualifier score in this car at the first event.
Here he comes right here. I'm not even going to can't even hear me right there. Coming in an inside clip 1. Oh, hold it. There you go. Push through into outer zone 2.
Man, he came short on outside zone 1. He made it around and he made it work, but
man,
let's go ahead and check this out right here. Nice flick, exciting, but definitely loses a lot of momentum here. Comes super short at in clip 1. Everything else looks perfect. That would have been a very immaculate run, but there was a huge mistake leaving outside zone 1 to inside clip 1. So
man, that Liberty Walk body kit, insane. Awesome car, crazy build. And trust me, he's gonna come back out with, you know, revenge. He's gonna make it happen next time. I know they were working on their car, so he didn't get probably as much practice as he wanted. So that took a lot of his practice time today. Let's see. Yeah, we were talking about last time. There you go, 78.
yeah,
I think that's the only.
but I mean, you have to see the potential in that.
Oh,
if
yeah.
he makes it through the outside zone 1 to the inside clip 1 a lot cleaner, you can only imagine.
Exactly. There's no favoritism here. It's just we know the potential of not only the car, the driver too, because we saw it last round. Taking home the #1 qualifier last week, or not last week, 3 weeks ago.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Hibino is a very, very a smart and advanced driver. He's going to know what he's have to do for his second run.
You're definitely right. So next up is number 53, Mitsunori Yoshimura here in the Team Mori S15. Ready and to go.
It's the SR. It's another SR powered. Actually, this is the.
He ended round 1
place,
round 1 at 4th place. So let's see what he's going to do for us for qualifying here. Coming into outer zone 1. Trying to get over there to inside clip 1 and then getting back on the throttle right there. Seemed a little bobbly throughout the whole run with the throttle.
Yeah, definitely not the cleanest run by Yoshimura. Looks like he was having a lot of trouble driving around the track. Now right here, not a huge flary flick at initiation, very safe. Kind of misses outside zone 1 the last half. Then around here, he struggles to get the car into drifting motion there. Not a lot of angle either, and just kind of makes his way through the track. So not super exciting and not a high energy run, but he does get a score.
And right now our top score is 94 with Takahashi. So let's see, we're coming down to, after this one, we're coming down to our last 3 drivers. See this score coming in. There you go, 74 for Yoshimura. We've been talking about it the whole time. If you're with the guys in the 70s, they definitely have a lot of room to improve and definitely got to show out. So next up is going to be number 808, Manabu Fujinaka, which is the rotary car you were hearing earlier. while we were talking with TCP Magic, AWA Tire, Good Ride West.
This one's a three-rotor.
Comes right here.
Now they were working on this car, and I don't know if that is has anything to do with the trouble, but it looks like it's smoking. Is that from the exhaust? I am not sure, but he is going to get, unfortunately, a incomplete on this run. Looks like there was a lot of excitement until he got to right here, outside zone 2. Right before he reached outside zone 2, it looked like he could not get back into drift motion.
That was our number 3 finisher last at Suzuka Twin. So see if he can collect it together. But like you said, yesterday all day during the rain, his pit crew was in there just working on the car. They were underneath it the whole time. So not sure what exactly was wrong.
Yeah, I think, yesterday they were talking about the wastegate, or they had the exhaust manifold, something about the wastegate, and then also had to do something with the clutch. So it might be a number of problems and gremlins that are attacking him right now, but hopefully they can get everything back together to
give him a solid score for, or at least a score in the board for next run, for his next qualifying run. So coming up next is going to be our number 2 finisher at round 1 Suzuka Twin Circuit. It's going to be number 15, Katsuhiro Ueo with Velino tires in his 180SX powered by a VR38.
All right, so yeah, I guess that was a big trouble for Fujinaka right there, because he rolled off the track where we can see it with camera, but back there in the mountains behind where we can't see, I guess the car had stopped and it cannot drive back to the pits under its own power. Looks like from here the pits are getting ready. Oh, there you go. There's Takahashi, who qualified first. There it is. I guess
94.
Yeah, that's another younger driver, upcoming driver in Japan. I guess he's not upcoming because, I mean, he was already second place last year in the series. So definitely a contender for this year's series. But right there, you see Katsuhiro Ueo. He said he will win this event.
He did say that, and we all saw the interview too. He says he's going to show out and he's ready
I'm going to take it. But you know what? Yeah, all these drivers are capable of doing that. So
this car is a beast too. I mean, VR38. I mean, monster car.
It's very loud. It's very exciting. It's very smoky.
They should
the
just,
driver
instead of
is
calling
nuts.
it anti-lag, they should just call it definitely a different approach than this practice run right here. Coming into outer zone 2, outer zone 3 right here. Ooh, and huge correction. Like we said, you got to finish all the way through that finish line. But man, from the start, it didn't seem like a normal run that he usually ran.
Yeah, initiation, there was no flare, there was no flick. He kind of just went into it right there. Very shallow, not much throttle right there. Kind of missed outside zone 1, misses out inside clip 1. Gets back on gas from here, but right over here after he does cook his tires, it looks like he over-rotates. And the car is opposite drift going through the finish line, so we have to definitely give him a incomplete. Man, that's like last event's second and third place drivers got a 0 or an incomplete for their first qualifying run. What is going on here in Ebisu? Is this Andrew Gray's
way of?
Is he haunting everybody because he's not here, or?
Exactly. He's probably out there watching though, and probably very upset that he's not here. You know, in his car, showing out. This is his home turf, so.
Yeah, and the other drivers that we will always talk about, because last year they couldn't make it out here because of the whole COVID too. Man,
exactly.
Mike Odette, Neon, Benjamin, Matthew Hill. And I heard that there was supposed to be more other drivers trying to make their way into FD Japan from foreign countries too. But this whole COVID thing needs to just hurry up and chill.
I know, it's very unfortunate. Last year was a scrub for them, and it was a scrub kind of for us because we had to cut short last year.
Yeah, we couldn't do the last event, which was Suzuka.
Unfortunately,
so.
yeah. But
this guy right here.
This guy right here, you know, 3 weeks ago, he was our winner of Suzuka Twin Circuit.
And he's also the champion from last year.
Yeah.
And I think he was happy because if we did Suzuka last year, he would have won the event. I mean,
it would have come up
technically
between
speaking, he won the event. So
the scores last year, here it is. He got a 280. Takahashi got a 274. Andrew Ray got a 267. That's how close he was. Here he is right here, coming into outer zone 1. Woo! Taking out both pylons right there. Coming in inside clip. Nice sweep through inside clip 1. Rolling into outer zone 2 to 3. And just owning every bit of that zone that it can offer to him. So right there, our number 1, or our champ last year, and the number 1 for round 1. Koichi Yamashita right there.
So that was, very aggressive driving. He drives aggressively, but today it looks a lot aggressive because he was like knocking over all the cones and stuff. But style point-wise, it was pretty good. Nice flare and nice flick at initiation, and it looks very nice where he was made the car flick really hard from outside zone 2 to 3. Very exciting and on gas most of the time.
And we didn't even get to talk about his car, but yeah, so last round, if you weren't here for our last round, his car is new. I mean, they pretty much stripped it all the way down, built it back up, and they put a brand new team weld body kit, wide body kit on there.
That car looks beautiful.
Amazing build, amazing car, and an awesome, look at 92
there you go, 92
right there.
points. He is following Takahashi by 2 points. Last year's champion shows up and says, hey, you know what? I'm not going to make qualifying easier for you guys. Came in, got a 92 point on his first run. Let's see if he's going to up that from a 92 and maybe higher for the second run. Now let's go ahead and go.
So Yamashita actually finished last year second place here at Ebisu Circuit West Course. So we'll see what he's going to do this time, especially with the number 2 qualifying run.
Yeah, these guys definitely know what they're doing. This might be one of a lot of drivers' favorite tracks here at Ebisu West. Since this isn't a track that you can readily always use, it's not. There's not a whole lot of advantage to some drivers, some other,
especially the tracks. Team Droopy. They're all the way down south, 13 hours away. So yeah, you're definitely right on that.
Yeah, and they look like they did a fairly good job for the qualify too, for not having that much seat time here.
Oh, here's.
Hey, Marino, you got something for us?
Not sure if she can hear or not.
こちらピットからです。今から幸男選手にインタビューしたいと思います。テストです。はい。はい、こちらピットからです。幸男選手にインタビューしていきたいと思います。90点獲得ということでしたが、その後92点、94点と現れてしまいましたが、単走優勝を去年はしていると思うんですけど、今年の自信はいかがでしょうか。
そうですね、とりあえず1本目は、90点が取ったんですけど、とりあえず1本目は、90ポイント取ったんですけど、2本目ちょっと95ポイントかちょっと狙いますから、とりあえずかっこいい走りすればいいと思います。まあミスしたらすいませんでした。
はい、次回も頑張っていただきたいんですけれども、こちらのチャンネルブラジルの方がすごく多く見てくださってて、ジャパンのチャンネルも US のチャンネルもブラジルの国旗でいっぱいになっているのでよかったらブラジルの皆さんにポルトガル語で一言お願いできればと思います。
Quero agradecer a todos os brasileiros aí que estão dando a força pra gente na live, tanto na live dos Estados Unidos e na live do Japão. Muito obrigado para vocês de coração mesmo. Então continua aí na segunda volta que a gente vai fazer uma gracinha aí pelo Brasil e amanhã o negócio vai ser cabuloso. Então fica aí atento que é nóis.
ありがとうございます。以上ピットからでした。
All right, that was Marina over there giving us an interview with Yukio Fausto. The part that I did understand was he was going for the top qualifying spot, but he ended up getting a 90 for his first run. definitely wants to go higher on his second run, and he said he is going to be gunning for a 95-point run for a second run. And after that, you guys knew what he said.
They challenged you there.
Exactly. I could translate English and Japanese, but not Portuguese. But he definitely had a shout out for his fans. And if you guys want to tell us what he was saying.
Hey, we're watching you right here.
Yeah, maybe
so
he was saying,
know.
you know, the judges don't know what they're doing or, you know, something. But before we get to more detail what he was talking about, let's go ahead and take a short break, and we will be right back for the second run of the qualifying.
ねえねえ、雨の日の運転ってちょっぴり心配だよね。いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。ウェット A。
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心なやる。
横浜革新のカーボンベゼル。Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。Made in Japan. Breed.
What's up, guys? It's Freddy Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
モティ
The brightness, called brilliant. Valendy.
ねえねえ、雨の日の運転ってちょっぴり心配だよね。いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。ウェット A。
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。 滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心ねやる
横浜革新のカーボンベゼルBluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオMade in Japan. Breed.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
伝統と革新小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC
Motis.
The brightness. Call brilliant. Valenty.
All right,
Hey.
we're back here.
Oh, he's taking lead. There he goes.
Sorry. No, we're back here, but before we get back to the qualify, we just wanted to fill you guys in what happened here at Ebisu Circuit a couple months ago. There was a huge earthquake in northern Japan. Ebisu West Course, right here where we're at, there was a big landslide, and I'm pretty sure you've seen videos and stuff like that. We have to thank all the people that actually joined and helped out and donated. And Ebisu Circuit would like to thank everybody
There you go,
for
right
coming
there.
together. There you go, right there. Look at that.
So at the top right
landslide.
there, that's where Driftland is, and that's where it pretty much started from. And it came down and took out a good portion of West Course or Nishi Course. Took out buildings, took out the access road to even
Yeah,
get
the wall.
here.
Yeah, the little room that we used to chill at, that's all gone.
Exactly.
There's a mangled ambulance back there too, but they moved 30,000 tons of dirt. They just pushed it back. They pushed it back. So this track is not fully functional, just our area where we can drift, where we can do the burnout box and everything. They moved it so that we can actually have this event right here.
Yeah. And
this
that's
weekend.
4 months of progress, but you got to realize Ebisu's located in the mountain area. So it's not like right there next to like a giant city or anything. So they had to bring machinery out here, all that stuff, just to move all the dirt and material that was left over from that landslide. But that was what, a 7.3, I believe.
Yeah, or something like that.
Magnitude earthquake, and it was about 6 here because it happened off the coast of Fukushima.
They definitely wanted to shout out and say thank you to everybody who joined the GoFundMe and the fundraisers that they had and the donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And right here, the next runner-up is going to be car number 56, Naoto Suenaga, which is a veteran driver in drifting, and he's also an employee here at Ebisu.
So there you go, coming in with his S15, powered by a 2J. We're actually back at the top of the qualifying list. This is everybody's second run. He's coming around the outer zone 2, taking that pylon all the way with a ride for him to the finish right here through inside clip 2.
Man, that cone really went for a ride-along.
It really did.
Yeah, so it looked like he came a little short on line at the in clip, but let's go ahead and check out the replay again. His flair and excitement right here at the flick at the beginning is very nice. Tries to fill outside zone 2, and right here looks like he comes a little short on line and he drags the inside clip. He doesn't reach outside zone 2 all the way to the outside, fills outside zone 3 fairly well and in clip 2 and finishes off.
So he finished off with an 85, his first qualifying run. So let's see if he gained a little bit off of that. But he was our leader for a good portion of these drivers. And 85 is a solid run at the end of it all.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be as good as his earlier run because of, I'm not sure how much the line judge is going to ding him for that. And definitely had to come short. And he had to dig himself out of his situation where he was a little too close on the inside clip 1 area. So he did lose a lot of momentum, but he still got 85.
85, being consistent. Boom, 85 right there. Next is going to be number 57, Kanta Yanaguida, which I messed that up last time. I didn't say Yanaguida.
You did it
yeah.
perfect right now.
So
he's also an employee here
He's
now.
an employee here with Team Orange Jr. In his S14 Sylvia, powered by an SR. He's not really new to the drift scene or anything. He's very young, 21 years old, up and coming and everything, but he's not new to the scene. He does like D1 lights, I think, and some other
yeah,
series.
And he competed in FD Japan several years ago in a different team, and now he's on his own car. Let's see what he can do.
Took a different approach there. Having a huge hiccup there coming into that inside clip. Let's see the replay.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna have to check that out one more time. It looks like his initiation was slightly late too. Feels outside zone 1. And right here, he struggles to get the car going. Very shallow, throws too much angle here, then he almost comes to a half spin. He doesn't look like it's gonna be an incomplete, but definitely gonna hurt him on his angle and style score from the major mistake that he made.
Definitely saved himself there at the end. But he got a 77 on his first score. I don't know, that end part right there, hopefully it didn't, affect it and he can get a little bit of point improvement off of that last score he had. But like we were saying, he is an employee here out in Ebisu, so this course is nothing new to him. .75, so definitely got affected there. Let's see, coming up next is going to be number 55.
Yeah, I wonder what the bubble is right now, because I think 10, since we have 42 drivers, only 32 are going to be making it through for tomorrow's tomorrow's tandem. So I think 10 drivers are going to actually be going home.
Low 70s are definitely on that that edge of that bubble. But next coming up is going to be number 55, Toshiharu Kazuma right here with Team Kazuma with Power Vehicles, owner of Kazuma, and driving this JZX 100 Chaser.
Yep, and once again looks exactly like the Power Vehicles, Andrew Gray, JZX100, which he's not here because he was in close contact with the COVID.
Here he goes, got a 76 on his first run. Couldn't quite get all the way out to outer zone one. Got a little bit of hesitation correction inside clip one right there, and then hugging back around inside clip two. But it looked like a little stutter there at the end.
Yeah, so the initiation wasn't as sharp it should be. Right here, he kind of gets into, actually misses outside zone one, and he has to dig himself out of that inside clip one here. Very shallow, then throws a lot of angle towards the end, but misses outside zone two. Big bobble right there at the inside zone two. So not the cleanest run that we've seen him do.
So he got a 76 on his first run. Probably going to get affected by some of those corrections he was making. See what the judge have to see before his score comes out. We got number 22 at the line. Atsushiwachi right here in the team. Professor Otto, S15. There you go, 71 for his score. So a little drop in his score. See if 76 can hold him through to top 32. But yeah, like I was talking about Wachi's car right here, man, if we could just get the camera closer to it and see the insane paint job that he has, like all his canards and everything have like
Candy paint.
Candy green flake paint to it.
He's all about the green. Very beautiful car. Exciting driver.
Got a 74 on his first run. Let's see this improvement right here for this second qualifying run for Wachi. Wachi taking out. Looked like he came a little too hot in that outer zone one, and he wanted to kind of get control of it. Definitely kind of missed out on a lot of fluidity there throughout his run and was kind of back and forth.
Yeah, it ended up being slightly sloppier than I'm pretty sure he was expecting. But here we go right here. Nice flick going over there, going out to the outside zone one. Looks like he leaves the zone a little early. Shallows up right there, but makes his way to the outside zone two. And right there's a slight bobble going to inside clip two as well. So definitely not a cleanest run by him.
I think those were his first pylons he's hit all day. Let's see what the judges have for him. Like I said, he got a 74 on his initial first qualifying run. 74 is kind of on that outer bubble to make it to the top 32. So it's going to really be coming down to some of these individuals that got 0 runs. 0 on their first qualifying run, or an incomplete. Scores are getting put in right now.
Yeah, so it looks like
coming out with a 72, so a little less than what he initially got. So 74 is what he's banking on. So not sure if it'll get him there, but let's hope. And next coming up to the line is going to be number 408, Shoya Saito, with the Car Guy Racing 180SX. Talking about it earlier, this is actually his dad's car, handed it down to him, has a 2J in it. Before he was rocking an S15 powered by an SR, so now he's got a little bit more oomph under the pedal, and let's see what he's going to do for us. Got a 79 on his initial qualifying run.
So you could up that second one. Expecting some exciting driving here.
Coming into 3-2-1, flick, getting it out of zone one. That's going to have to get a second look for that.
Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and check out that replay, but I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what happened there. It looked like his rev isn't high enough where the car just corrected and it gripped up a little bit too much after in clip here. This is where the RPM drops, so If you kind of, there you go, he had to cut in to get the car kicked out again, so definitely going to be an incomplete. But that's one area that's really tricky for some of these drivers where there's a big difference in how the car is coming into the in-clip, going to the outside zone 2, and the momentum there's a big difference there. It drops the momentum of the car coming in hot to outside zone 1. So somewhere you got to watch out for. And I know these drivers are careful, but yeah, the car did correct, and he did get an incomplete. So he's going to have to hold on to that 79-point run.
Yep. So let's see. Up next is going to be his dad, number 328, Shinichiro Saito, in his Car Guy Racing brand new A90 Supra, powered by a 2J, clean build, clean car, upgrade. He got a 61 on his first run. It looked like something was going on with it. Let's see how he goes here. Very lagged out. He's going to show up at the end of this right here, coming into outer zone 1 to inside clip 1 and kind of washing out on inside clip 2, but it just kind of reflected his first run a little bit.
Yeah, the car looks like it's a little twitchy, and it doesn't look like he does, or the car doesn't seem like it wants to throw a lot of angle. Right here, initiation, as you said, very low energy initiation, not much angle going through outside zone 1, misses inside clip 1, and right here too, just kind of powers over it, gets on gas, and tries to make it out to outside zone 2 or 3, but does not make it all the way out.
Definitely looks like he's trying to get the kinks out of the car and really understanding it.
Yeah, then the whole time, the car doesn't look like it's stable. So I think he's just fighting something right now, or trying to get used to the car as quickly as possible. But I have to say, right now is probably not the time to try to get used to the car, because, I mean, all these other guys are going for it. So
exactly. And transitioning from, you know, outer zone 1 to that inside clip, losing that kind of that momentum that he has. Well, he scored a little bit higher. He got a 63, so initial one was 61.
Yeah, I think most definitely if he can make the car reach outside zone 2 and 3 and tighten up inside clip and throw a little bit more angle, I mean, there will be a huge progress in his score.
But 63 63 might not make that cut, but we'll see here. But coming up next is going to be number 33, Junya Ishikawa in the Hiroshima Toyota Team Droopy 86, powered by 1GR right there. Coming in. Sweeping around to outer zone 2 and outer zone 3. Trying to get some of that flare that he pushes out.
Yeah, it looks like the initiation on this one was a lot better. There's a lot of adjustments going from outside zone 1 to in clip 1. Let's go ahead and check this out. Nice flick there. Tries to make it all the way out and tries to hang out at outside zone 1. And doesn't get right back on gas approaching inside clip 1. So he's kind of waiting to probably look for grip so he can mash on the gas and make the car flow through outside zone 2 and 3. But definitely a clean run by Ishikawa. Looking forward to seeing what he's going to get for this run.
Having an initial 85-point run for his first qualify. Let's see what they're going to give him for this second right there. Definitely heard him staying high on his RPMs there.
That's a cool logo. The FD logo, and it's the FD Japan logo. It's like the Japanese flag.
Oh, yeah, the rising sun dot?
Yeah.
Dot.
The rising sun dot.
So let's see what we got for this score. But you can see the transition. I was talking about that. That's inside clip 1. See how it dips? That's where, what is it? Masayo Minoa, she spun out right there. Let's see what
that is an area.
86, 1 point higher. There you go. Moving in the right direction. Mid 80 seems pretty safe, so definitely excited to see what he has for his lead runs.
Hey, I think that's inside clip 2.
No,
that was inside clip 2.
Shh, they didn't know that.
Yeah, that was inside clip 1 for sure.
Well, at the line now, is going to be number 99, Matsukawa.
Yeah, let's talk about something else now, Kenny.
I know.
Let's talk
Kazuya
about this
Matsukawa
guy.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everybody's favorite drift car, and
another Droopy member right here with the AE85. Yes, AE85 he's running right here with a monster Toyota engine. And he's just coming out. He's like, you know what?
threw a lot of angle. There was a lot of spark right there, but came short to the in clip and didn't feel outside zone 1 at all.
And don't get it twisted, he does that every time. He comes wild every time.
He's a wild guy. If he could have extended a little bit more on outside zone 1, that would have been a really cool, or that would have been cool angle going through inside clip 1. And I just heard the Japanese commentators they were talking about too. His practice runs, it looked like he was driving harder. Actually, it looked like he was able to pull off something like that.
Oh,
and actually make it all the way through. So
most definitely pushing the car to limit. At one point, I think his exhaust was falling off.
Yeah, but you know what?
He literally drives it like he stole it.
You can do that 100 times at practice, but you have to do it for
show
qualify.
out, yeah.
So
You gotta show up to qualifying with that good run.
So look at all those flags. Look at the pits. Ebisu West Course. Gotta thank Ebisu Circuit for tightening this place up so we can actually have this event. They were working like around the clock.
I wish we had footage of how bad the storm was yesterday, and you could have seen the mud river coming down, and they made sure that they prevented it from getting on the track, getting anything wrong with the track during that time. So awesome job by them. But up at the line right now is number 23, Yuji Saito, in his Team Next Dream with Toyota or Total Car Shop glitter here in his VR38 S15. All of outer zone 1's inside clip 1 had a correction coming into outer zone 2 right there. Looked like a little bobble, but then hugging around and finishing off strong there.
All right, it was a very exciting run up until after inside clip 1. Let's go ahead and check out the replay.
Has an 81 right now for his first qualifying
Right
run.
here, a nice flick, and he actually hits the outside clip cone, then washes out a little bit after on inside clip 1 right there. Then there was almost like a straightening, a big correction for him in front of the outside zone 2. So we will have to take that in consideration of.
But I don't think you could say it enough right there. If he would have came in the right line for inside clip 1, he would have been set up perfect, and it wouldn't have had that little hesitation coming out of it into outer zone 2. So most definitely he showed aggression, but maybe too much aggression.
Yeah, but it looks like he does have it in him where he can definitely do a very immaculate run. Just not this time though. So he's going to hang on to his 81 point, where that should get him through for tomorrow's
top 32. Yep.
Top 32, yeah.
Like I was saying, this is his first round of the season, so new car, new everything.
And this driver right here, car number 720, Masafumi Watanabe, with Lavka Team TCS Boone, Factory 23, JZX 110 Mark II. As we were talking earlier, this is the only Mark II JZX 110 Mark II that is in our series right now. And this was a brand new build that you can get at
Yeah,
So this must be the second time.
Could be. So let's see. Let's see if he'll show us something different here. So missed outer zone 1 right there and trying to come around. Ooh. Don't like that part right there. I don't like that inside clip 1 to outer zone 2, because man, it's definitely destroying some of these people's run. So he had an incomplete for his first run, and I'm not sure if this is looking too hot for him right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have to get a little bit more comfortable in his car. Let's go ahead and check him out from the initiation. Right there, okay flick, but totally misses outside zone 1, and right here, just cannot grab a gear or cannot keep the car in drift motion, where the car corrects really hard in front of outside zone 2. Definitely is going to be an incomplete, because we have to see the driver do a chaseable lead run And if it's an unchaseable lead run, it's going to be an incomplete.
Very unfortunate. So yeah, Watanabe is definitely not going to be pushing on the top 32. Beautiful car, beautiful build, but it's just a matter of time. You know, improvement over time, getting some more seat time in is definitely what he needs to do to make sure he can understand that big beast he's driving.
Yeah, well, this is only round 2 out of 6. He has 4 more rounds to show everybody what he's got. Definitely somebody to watch out for in the near future.
For sure, for sure.
There you go. That's the pits of Yukio Fausto. Everybody's on their phones. Yes, that's 2021 for you. Everybody's on their phone.
Exactly.
I'm not, because I can't right now because I'm too busy talking, writing, and watching.
You say that, and I'm on my phone.
Well, you're watching comments.
Exactly.
Thanks for all the comments, guys. We are definitely looking through it. We cannot get back to all of them, but let's enjoy this run by Sakayama.
Car number 330 with Team M2 Racing in this chaser right here. Woo!
Oh, no.
Something didn't sound right there.
I don't know. It popped out a gear. Couldn't find a gear.
Definitely was bringing some heat, and that's unfortunate because he had an incomplete run for his initial run.
Yeah, so he had an exciting run, or a few exciting runs at practice, but it looks like he was having transmission issues. Right now it looks like a mechanical issue, so he is going to be bowing out from this round 2. I think he didn't make it into the tandem, and I know this driver is an animal behind the wheel at tandem, so we definitely want to see him go against other cars for the main day. But once again today, he got 2 incompletes in a row. His weekend is over for now, so hope to see him at round 3, and better luck next time.
But that's the thing, he literally risks it. Like right there, he had an incomplete run. He could have totally just played it safe, but he's here for the fans. He wants to show out. Very unfortunate, but like you said, he'll be hopefully here for round 3 and show us what he's got. So next coming up is going to be number 37, Katsuhiro Meguro in his Isen Good Ride Kyushu JZX 100 Mark II. Scored a 72 in his initial qualifying run. This is going to be his first full season, but he definitely has a lot of experience behind the wheel.
Very experienced driver behind a very comfortable car. I mean, JZX chassis, S15s, they are very, very popular among drifters. And this is the car to have, especially when you want to pop a 2J in it, get a lot of steering angle.
I mean, even factory, it's like jump in it and go.
Yeah, even my man right here, Kenny, has a JZX 100 Mark II.
Yeah, exactly. I got good taste. I disagree. All right, here he comes into the 3-2-1. Nice kick into outer zone. Definitely couldn't get into all of outer zone 1 right there. Inside clip 1 washed out a little bit to outer zone 2. Outer zone 3. Just touching a little bit into inside clip 2 right there.
Yeah, I saw a major mistake by Meguro right here. Let's go ahead and see. He did a nice flick, but he does totally miss outside zone 1 right there. Then right here, the camera changed, but he definitely had a huge correction. We are not gonna incomplete that, but that's gonna affect his score a lot because that was not a smooth run.
He got a 72, so let's see if he can get a little bit more out of it. Well, we'll see. Everybody's trying to throw shout outs. So where's everybody watching from?
I'm right here.
I mean, I see a lot of Brazil flags, but let's see what I got else coming. Indonesia came in.
69 for Meguro.
69,
so
lost a little bit.
He's going to hang on to the 72 point run he had for the first run. Oh, okay. Oh, 69. Yep. There you go. I'm watching this. Oh, let me get back to.
Here we go. Coming up next at the line is going to be number 283, Tsubasa Takazawa in the Zeknova Japan Superstar channel. Like we said before, he has a YouTube channel called Superstar Channel. Go check it out. And his JZX 100 Mark II. Woo! Almost hitting that one clip, knocking that bumper off right there on the side clip. Don't run it over. Oh, and he shredded it, which caused.
Man,
oh my
that was
goodness.
a really smooth. That was a very smooth run.
Yo.
And I was about to say, whoa, expecting high scores right here, but man, I mean, that was a very smooth entry by Takizawa.
Where's his bumper?
Hangs a lot of angle, fills outside zone 1 fairly well, gets too close to inside clip 1, which knocks his bumper off, and right here, right at transition, the bumper gets eaten under the car, and that basically
washed him out. That's the thing. That's the biggest.
That spun him out for, yeah. Oh,
that's your
man.
biggest nightmare is when it just washes under you and you're coming into a transition and then you hit you're grinding on a bumper.
I did that before, and after I did that, I definitely started to mount my bumper better.
But I mean, I don't see any pieces of it anymore. Literally, the cruise.
Yeah, like he just like totally. It looked like the car like literally ate it.
Yeah, it consumed the bumper. Very unfortunate, but hey, he got an 80 on his first run, so he's probably going to be pushing on top 32 because 80 seems like a solid score for right now.
Oh, never mind. He took most of the bumper. I see him over here behind the judging stand, but half of the bumper
got lodged
from
inside,
the
yeah.
car, yeah. I would not want to be that bumper right now.
Seeing all this love from all over the world.
And let's go ahead and give car number 41, Shinichi Uemura, some love too, right here in the Team Hirano Tire Uemura Sangyo IAS JZX 100 Chaser.
Got a 76 on his initial qualifying run, but let's see what he's going to do for us. I mean, 76 isn't quite a solidified run right now, so here he is coming into outer zone 1, not quite getting all the way into inside clip 1 right there. Ooh, and that spot right there, I mean, was that the danger zone, I guess you can call it? I mean, that's...
It sounds like, I don't know if his clutch is bad. It didn't sound like the car was trying to... It didn't sound like the car was trying to go.
Yeah.
It was barely spinning the tires, and it was trying to launch forward. It sounded really weird, and like even right here, I don't know if it's an axle. Oh no, well, I mean both the tires spinning too. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but
huge
something might be wrong with this car.
But then again, that's that area that some of these drivers, not all of them, but some of these drivers are struggling on coming from inside clip 1 to the outer zone 2. It's like that hesitative correction that they're getting. I don't know if it's because of that, that drop down that we were just talking about.
Well, I think it's how you place your car and how much angle you have and how deep you go into outside zone 1. That really counts a lot, because that basically sets you up for running a good line through inside clip 1 and outside zone 2. So not what you want, not exactly what he wanted to do, but he's going to have to settle with his run? 70.
No, you got a 0 on that one.
Run,
Yeah,
okay,
you got a 76 on his initial one. Yeah, sorry. We're moving on to number 5. Tomoki Tanaka here in the V-Style Good Ride with Tetsujin in his JZX 100 Chaser. Inside clip 1 right there. Finding that throttle right there in the outer zone 2 to 3 and then into inside clip 1 right there. Had a little hesitation coming out outer zone, but definitely when he found that gas pedal, he definitely didn't let go.
Yeah, so it looks like a very wild ride, driven by a wild driver. Tanaka, right here, initiation, not a huge rate to angle, leaves outside zone 1 a little early, nice angle through inside clip 1, and right here it looks like the car was hesitant and he was trying to dig himself out of that situation, misses outside zone 2, but the rest of the track fairly well, so let's see what he will get.
So we got an 82 initially. Let's see if that was enough to push him a little bit higher. There's another view where we're at.
There's me. There's all of us with our hands up.
And there's me at
There
the
you
end.
go, yep.
You're on the screen.
Oh. Here you go, it's an 80.
Boom, 80. So dropped a little bit, so he'll have to stick with an 82 on his qualifying for this round. At the line right now is number 93, Monkey Ito in the Hirano Tire JZX 100 Chaser. Got an 85 for his initial qualifying run.
Yeah, I remember it was a really smooth run.
It was.
So let's see if he's gonna make it more exciting.
Coming into the 3-2-1. Getting a little bit more into that, into that outer zone one right there, but oh no. Another one taken by that danger zone. He brought some heat coming into outer zone one for sure,
Yes,
but
he definitely lost RPM there and had to dig himself out of that situation again. It does happen a lot, but then he looked like he was throwing a lot of angle going after outside zone one. Check this out, he fills outside zone one, very nice. Well, hits the cone with the rear tire. Then right here, throws a lot of angle, then I could hear him, you know, clutch kicking, trying to get his RPM up, and he couldn't make it. So no momentum through there, the inside clip, but he is sitting on an 85.
so pretty solid with an 85. Should be definitely good to move on to top 32. But see, that's the thing. That's probably my hatred toward inside clips is right there, is that drop in like RPMs and everything. And like the last course we were at, or the track,
It was
all
a nice
out,
flow because it's all outside.
all
clips
outside
now.
zones.
I'm not a fan of inside clips because you can kind of just close the line even when you're tandeming. You know, you're basically closing the line, and you're cutting off the car that's chasing you too. So that's where the gap happens as well. So yes, but let's talk about good stuff because he's gonna give us some good stuff right here.
Number 963, Daichi Mizutani right here in the Mizutani Jirosha.
S15, SR20, all you SR fans out there,
Boom.
cheer him on because he is going to, look at this Majora paint job, S15.
Here he comes, coming in at 3-2-1. Bringing it in, real shallow in that outer zone one. You can make it up right here for outer zone 2 and 3. And closing it in to the finish right there out of the inside clip 2 right there.
I would have to say that's a lot more exciting than his first run. Let's go ahead and check out this replay. I like the flair and the excitement that he had. High energy run made by Mizutani. Let's go ahead and see this. Nice flick right here. Doesn't feel outside zone 1 as much as he should, but right here throws good angle, drives around inside clip 1, knocks over one of the cones, fills outside zone 3 well, and cuts in for outside or inside clip 2. So very not as fluid, but very exciting driving.
And then had a 81 for his initial qualifying run. So let's see if the tweaks that he made are enough, giving a little bit more flair, but sacrificing a little bit of his, what is his line? 81 it is.
Oh, so he must have lost something because honestly, I gave him 3 more points in style than his first run. So he must have lost 3 points. So right there, he went for the flare and lost something. So
probably either the
you
line
just said
or so,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you just said it right there. So
it's an equation you got to really figure out. So next up is number 61, Kazuki Hayashi here in the Good Ride Works S15, powered by a 2J.
Gee, that's very interesting to see how this works because us as judges, we only do our part. I don't even know what the final score is. There you go, Hayashi.
Ooh, hitting that. Ooh, taking all cones with him, but yeah, hitting that one cone right there and early into outer zone 1. But trying to finish strong here. almost went a little too deep into inside clip 2.
Definitely an exciting run, but not as clean as it should be.
But
He
got
was
an
kinda-
87 though, so he definitely
Yeah.
was just putting it out there.
Yeah,
And like you said,
exactly.
he had the excitement, but maybe got too exciting.
So right there,
excited
nice flick, but he actually dips the tire out from the track, tries to fill out outside zone 1. Right here, it's kind of wobbly. There was a bobble there going to outside zone 2. And it looks like that area caught him as well, so not
let's
as
see.
fluid as he should be.
There you go, a nice look at the pits right there. So pretty much everything after that building was knocked out. There was more continuous building, and I think 4 more pits after that.
Yeah, I think.
And they got
about 4
taken
pits.
out, so. '79, so definitely gonna have to stick with his first score of a 87. So coming out of the scrubbing his tires, we got number 7, Yamamoto, or Junji Yamamoto, in the 5X 2J powered
FD3S project. And yes, this is not a rotary. This guy was driving a 2-rotor orange FD up until 2019. Sat out for a whole year to build this car last year, and he is back for the 2021 season with the 2JZ FD, and this is the second round he is driving it at. So talk about the comfort. Maybe it is the same car, but definitely different
response and everything.
So, yeah, a lot of things might be different.
So he got an 85 on his first run, so he's probably going to come out and show out. So let's see what he's going to do right here. Coming into outer zone 1. Definitely showing a lot more flair right here. And not getting caught up in that danger zone, rolling into outer zone 3. And finishing off in the inside clip 1 right here. See this replay.
All right, let's go ahead and check out this replay. Right here, a very exciting drive. Very exciting driving by Yamamoto right here. He looks like he tries to throw, or he has to shallow up at the in clip a little bit more. And some correction there when he gets closer to the in clip, but definitely an exciting run by Yamamoto.
We go.
In a brand new build car.
Yep.
You know, and then I'm pretty sure there's not much data out there because I don't think there's too many. I know there are, but there's not too many drifting FDs with 2 J's in them. So
we got an 84. He's going to stick with his initial qualifying run with an 85, which seems pretty solid at this point. Let's see. Coming up to the line now is going to be number 13. It's going to be Yasuhiro Takaki right here in the T-squares with DGR Good Ride. T-square Origin Labo 180SX, powered by an SR 2.1 liter. Got an 89 on his initial run, so I think he doesn't really have much to lose here to just put it all out on the line. So let's see what he's going to do for us.
yeah, I'm pretty sure what he is gunning for is to get his score up so he can be in the 90s. He's probably going to give. He's probably going to give it his all. So it's going to be an interesting run by Takaki.
He is coming into the 3-2-1.
And didn't work out. He had to shut it down after it looked like he threw a little bit too much angle and got washed out after outside zone 1. A major mistake made by Takaki, but he is sitting on an 89-point run for his first qualifying run, so that was a challenge that he did want to do. to try to up his score right there. A little bit of over-rotation. If that didn't happen, it could have been a very exciting high-angle run.
So luckily he's on an 89, so he's going to be pushing on to top 32. And moving on here shortly. Still in the tires warmed up here. But yeah, it's insane the amount of work they got done out here. But luckily, you know, with the earthquake and everything, the Tohoku Safari Park, which is, if you've been here before, is pretty much in the center of, you know, the drift park itself. None of the animals got hurt or anything like that. They were good, but this was the only area that got damaged in Ebisu.
I think there was some damage at other areas, but not this big.
Yeah,
not. I'm pretty sure they had like cracked
tree,
asphalt.
Tree fall here or something.
Yeah, and stuff like that. But man, I just couldn't believe when that happened. Everybody was worried about, you know, what's going to happen and made sure that nobody got hurt in it.
The outpour of concern was insane. And then people were quick to be like, hey, what can we do to help? What do we, donations, whatever. But, you know, everything was calm, collective, and then they figured everything out, what they needed to make everything happen. And look at us now, 4 months later.
To be honest, I mean, I was getting a little worried because it was like, hey, you know what, it's getting close. I thought they're going to have to push back this round and give it more time to get everything situated, but nope. Ebisu Circuit said, you know what, we're still going to hold this event.
We're going to make it happen.
Yeah, we'll make sure that you guys are well taken care of. And yes, we are taken care of right here. And now we're sitting here watching car number 168, Masayo Minoa, making her second run. Complete, so she definitely has to get a score.
Coming in. Very late. Definitely struggled throughout that whole run right there, but I mean, it's just like her previous run, that inside clip definitely affected her, but you'll see right here on that initiation, it just wasn't aggressive.
Even through practice too, in her first run, it just doesn't look like everything is lined up for her, because right here, late initiation, not aggressive, kind of misses outside zone 1, and right after here, I don't know if she's in the wrong gear or couldn't get her RPM up. Car corrected and lost drift, so definitely going to be an incomplete for her second run as well. Sad to see people not being able to compete for the tandem tomorrow.
It caught us off guard. One of the drones just kind of like zipped past us.
Yeah, it just zipped past. Oh, did it? Is it?
No, it's in the grass. It zipped past us and dipped straight into the grass.
Oh man, like I thought I was getting attacked by aliens right now for a second.
Luckily, it's not.
I hope that's not expensive. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happens with the drone, but let me go ahead and show you guys a few commercials before we get back to it.
I いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。 ウェット A。
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心なやる。
横浜革新のカーボンベゼル。Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。Made in Japan. Breed.
What's up, guys? It's Freddy Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
Motis.
The brightness. Call brilliant. Valendy.
ねえねえ、雨の日の運転ってちょっぴり心配だよね。いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。 ウェット A。
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心なやる。
横浜。
革新のカーボンベゼル。Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。
Made in Japan.
Breed.
What's up, guys? It's Freddy Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
「伝統と革新」小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
Motors.
The brightness, called brilliant. Valendy.
And we are back here at the G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan 2021 Round 2 here in Fukushima Prefecture at Ebisu Circuit West Course, or also known as Nishi Course.
Yes, this place has been through so much, and now it's back on its feet. We're back here doing an event. No
Beautiful
spectators, but
yeah.
beautiful weather. I cannot ask for any more. It's nice and cool, nice for the cars, not too hot.
Exactly, gave a little overcast to us. So beautiful skies. We're halfway through the second portion of qualifying. So qualifying, we already went through one round of it. Now we're second round, halfway through the list. So got about 21 more drivers up. And at the line right now, waiting is number 73, Ikuo Saito, in his West Auto with Good Ride, JZX 100 Chaser. And this man right here, he took a year off, but he's back and he's ready to perform. Got a unfortunate 65 for his first run, so let's see if he's really true to his word about performing.
Yeah, and there you can see he is waiting to have the starter, Mr. Kuroda, which is our starter. Saw him wave him off, so now he is on his way for his second qualify run.
Woo! Oh, man! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Coming in hot.
All right, so I have not seen that yet. I've seen hoods pop open, but I've never seen the whole hood jump off right there. Look at that. That thing flew up like what?
I thought I was watching
20 feet.
I thought I was watching like a NASCAR race there for a second.
There you go. You can see his 2J really well right now. But man, unfortunate because number one, he did not finish his run. Number two, there's a rule in FD where you cannot have anything that's latchable open, such as hoods, trunks, doors, hatches. Anything that's latchable needs to be closed, and unfortunately, Saito's car, the hood opened, and not sure how that happened, but
yeah, it is crazy because usually, or all these cars out here have a hood clip, so it's kind of weird.
yeah, so maybe he didn't close it all the way.
But
I think the starter usually tries to check.
yeah,
But you know, obviously it's not.
some of these can be hard to see.
Yeah, and you know, maintenance and stuff like that isn't, you know, the track workers' responsibility either. So car needs to be sent off in a safe form to be able to finish the run. And you know, latches and things opening up is definitely an incomplete. So
let's see if
that's it.
let's see if Shinji Minoa, number 90, can start us off right here in his Heyman TM Labo Cylon tires JZX 90. So he is in a JZX 100 previously, but he had engine issues, and he went ahead and brushed off the dust off his JZX 90, which surprisingly, this car actually got shipped out last year to FD in the US, but unfortunately because of COVID, he was unable to make any of the events, and it actually just got shipped back not too long ago. So very familiar car. He competed in 2019 in it, previous other years, so podium podium a few times with it.
So very clean, smooth run by Minoa right here. The car looks very fluid, and the pace of the car kind of keeps going on. He does hit that, he does clip that second cone on the third outside zone, but definitely a very smooth run.
Got an 87 on his initial run, so we'll see if he boosted his score up a little bit. Or a lot.
Yeah, that was a very smooth run, but style judge point of view, there isn't that flair.
Yeah.
It's very clean and professional run.
Speaking of flair,
Yes,
next driver
very
coming up.
flary
Yeah.
driver right here. There is his crew right there. You saw them cheering him on. But before we go into, there you go.
88, so point higher, moved in the right direction.
So we were talking about a flary, exciting driver right here. This is his second run. Fausto Yukio in his Sidex Japan with sideways experience. S15 Sylvia, packed with a 2JZ.
Got a 90 on his initial qualifying run, and I'm sure he's shooting for the moon on this one.
Yeah, earlier at the interview, he said he was going for a 95, maybe even higher. This guy has a heavy, heavy right foot. So let's go ahead and check him out. As his teammates
here on his home turf right here. Coming in out of the 3-2-1. Throttle, nothing but throttle all the way right here. Finishing off outer zone 2 to 3. Transitioning into inside clip 2 right there.
All right, exciting driving, but I think it was a little bit more sloppier than his first run. Right here, he doesn't feel outside zone 1 as well. A lot of good angle, but he washes out in between inside clip 1 and knocks over the first cone for the outside zone 2. Fills outside zone 3 very well. Misses inside clip 2 by a bunch right there too. So a lot of throttle throughout the track, but he did get stuck out there, getting washed out after the inside clip 1. So not so fluid as a style judge.
And man, look at that. Still
a lot of smoke though.
Still isn't cleared up. But man, this chat is blowing up for him. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna see this later. So see, he got a 90 initially. Let's see if he can move in the right direction toward that 95 he wanted, or granted 90 is good enough. He's still gonna move on top 32, but gotta take more.
Yeah, that was this driver has very good showmanship.
He does.
All he wants, oh, yeah, line judge too. He did not do so well, as good as his first run, but he always said, you know, he's like, oh, shout out to his Brazilian fans too. So he says, go Brazil.
Exactly.
That's what he told me to say last event too,
So he will be moving on to top 32 for sure, and hopefully he'll show out whenever it comes to the tandem battle tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Stay tuned to us, top 32, top 16 tomorrow.
And let's go ahead and see if this guy is going to make it in. Car number 64, age 64.
Timeout, Yoshimimori right here in his S15, powered by a Monster 2J. Here he comes, coming into the 3-2-1. Got an 83 on his initial qualifying run. He's trying to get around to make it a little bit more than 83.
All right, there's a lot of commitment right there. The way he was driving, he looked like he was driving the car very aggressive. Let's go ahead and check this out. Not a huge flick at initiation, kind of misses outside zone 1, kind of misses the inside clip, but a lot of throttle throughout here. Looks like he does a transition a little bit too early, so he doesn't feel the outside zone 3 too, but definitely a lot of effort right there. A lot of commitment by Yoshimimori.
64. Hopefully my body's decent enough to Either just drive a car or get into a car
I think you could drive a car when you're 64.
I don't know.
I think 64, come on. All right, so those of you out there that are in the 60s watching this,
I don't know.
Tell us how you feel about Kenny's.
The amount of
Can't drive a car when
there
you're 64.
74. Hey, so 83, he'll keep that and run with it. Hey, with the amount of obentos and everything, you know, if you've been to Japan, you've had some good food here. Usually it's carb-based, but still.
Yeah.
I could probably roll into a car then at 64.
No, you go to the gym, though.
I know where it's at. I just...
What? Sorry about the silence, guys, but I
know.
think Kenny's really, really rethinking about his diet right now.
Let's push on and forget about my diet too. The next
but it looks like the 83 should be good enough to put Mori in.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Tandem. So we'll see him tomorrow and see who he's going to go against. But let's go ahead and see who or where Amagai is going to end up after this run right here for a second qualifier.
Initial was an 85. Let's see what he's going to do. He always comes out with some flair, so let's see what he's going to finish off right here and see if he can get through outer zones 2 and 3. Had a little... I'm telling you, inside clip to outer zone 2, that was a... See the replay here. I'm not a judge, I just say what I see.
Right here, nice flick. Fields outside zone 1, gets really close to inside clip 1, gets near outside zone 2 and 3. Doesn't look like he goes all the way out, but looks close enough. A lot of throttle throughout the track, but as a style judge, definitely would like to see a little bit more throttle going from outside zone 1 through outside zone 2.
Especially
because a lot of guys want to lift a little bit because they're waiting for the car to gain traction.
Yeah, 84 right there.
We want to see a lot of throttle with a lot of angle too, so they shallow up and kind of wait a little. But very nice job by Yuji Yamagai.
Yeah, 84 solid run. He'll push with an 85 and get it from there.
Get it.
Get it.
So the next car is going to be 444.
444.
Takatoshi Imamaeda in his 5X tire, Navigate Piski KRC S14 Silvia. S14 Silvia.
S14. Exactly.
And guys, it's not Kooky, it's Koki. Kooky.
Just like Brid and Bride.
Zenki and Koki.
Like these sweet ones we're sitting in, these colorful ones. We got the colorful ones this time.
Yeah,
if you notice,
we got the colorful ones, not the black ones.
you have attention to detail. We're rocking the colorful ones today. Here he comes into 3-2-1. Got a 79 on his initial qualifying run. He definitely wants to improve that score for 79, something higher up. Oh! He was coming in for a good finish, but right there it probably came a little too hot into inside clip 1. And
gonna have to go ahead and check out this replay, but a nice flick from Imamaeda. Leaves outside zone 1 a little early. Gets close to inside clip 1, then kind of washes out, misses outside zone 2. Flicks it really hard through outside zone 3, then right there. So it looks like he does. It looks like he does pass the finish line and doesn't straighten completely, but definitely not going to look good on his style score and angle score at the end of the track.
So we'll see if it'll give him a better score than the 79 he produced for his first qualifying run.
Yeah, as a style judge, I'm not sure because that major mistake that he made towards the end and also in between in clip 1 and outside zone 2 is really going to hurt his score. But he has a 79. That's a high 70, so
should be safe, but you know.
I don't know. I don't even know where the bubble's at right now.
73. So yeah, he'll roll with a 79 into whether or not he'll slide or take a slot for top 32. But like you saw earlier on the screen, his next is going to be 770. Yusuke Kusaba in the Team Cusco Racing A90 Supra. And yes, like these comments say, it is a Supra. Powered by a 2J though. And he's actually improving a lot every round.
I think he's getting used to the car, and the development of the car is, it's there. Cusco's really working on this car, but here we go. His initial run, and he definitely wants a lot more. You can tell the way he's controlling this track in that car. All right, so it looks like he has a lot of angle, but it does not look like he makes the car. It doesn't go all the way to outside zone 2 and 3. Let's go ahead and check this out. Feels outside zone 1. He is right there for inside clip 1, and he misses outside zone 2 and a little further away from outside zone 3. But he does throw a good enough angle, and the car looks smooth and steady through the track. So trying to balance out, get that right equation to get what he needs to break that 79 score he had initially. We'll see here. So yeah, yesterday with that storm, it actually tore the canopy that we were originally under, our Formula Drift Japan canopy. So it was a pretty bad storm. All those no bories right there were all lowered all the way down. So definitely saw the forecast, but didn't expect all the wind. no, and we are under a different tent because our other tent blew away the first night we were
damage,
here.
yeah. There you go, 85. So
85,
definitely good score for him to push on top 32.
So he moves on with an 85. He will be in for tomorrow's.
And at this line now is going to be number 125, Yoshichika Tamagawa in his Car Guy Racing with Kazama Auto Service JZA 80 Supra. And many of you probably think this is more of a Supra than the last Supra.
I'm not even going to. People get serious.
I know.
Over talks like that. So let's see this Supra.
Here you go. How is he going to perform from the last one? There he is in the outer zone 1. Coming in the inside clip 1 right there. Now can he fill that outer zone 2 and 3 right here? With a nice clean transition.
Very clean run by the older Supra.
Yeah, he got a 76, so I mean he definitely needed to step up because 76 isn't always safe. Or isn't even safe right now because no telling what the bottom number or
all right, check this out. Look at this. He flicks it out. Not super exciting at the initiation, but glazes the first cone at the outside zone 1. Really close on the in clip. Nice angle and a lot of throttle throughout outside zone 2 to 3. Not as quick at on the transition from 2 to 3, but definitely an exciting run by Tamagawa. Very clean and fluid, and we are expecting to see
they're throwing some shout outs for Benjamin because he's not here. So that's
he's the other A80 Supra driver. He's got that crazy GT car looking body kit, and you know that's his baby. I'm pretty sure. Oh, boom! There you go, 90 points.
Went from 76 to 90. Talk about an upgrade. Boom. He that's true. Looking at the scores and everything. Looks like he tied Yukio Fausto on that one. So let's see. Coming up to the line right now is going to be 448. Yoshiya Isaki in the Origin Labo Racing S15. This is the one that we just talked about. SR found 60 horsepower on his way to what is it, Ebisu here.
Yeah.
But no, he went from 360 horsepower to 420, so huge increase, and he unfortunately got an incomplete on his first run. So let's see if he can collect himself, figure out where he needs to put this car and make it happen. So here he comes into the 3-2-1 right here. get a score out on the board right now. 2 incompletes is what you don't want to walk away with. You want to put something out on the board, and it definitely looked like he tried to get something out there. So here's the replay right here.
Right there, misses outside zone 1 by a bit, misses inside clip 1 as well. Shallows up really, really close to an incomplete, but he will get a score for that. But yes, not a clean run from Isaki.
So we'll see if he can sustain a score to get in the top 32. Like I said, stay tuned to top 32, top 16 tomorrow. It'll be hopefully a beautiful day like it is today. There we are, 73. On the lower end of the 70s, I don't know if it's going to make it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very tough score for Isaki, but hopefully he makes it in for tomorrow's tandem. Man, this is a part I would hate to be in his shoes, having to wait for this, wait for all the drivers to finish.
See if
and find out if you made it or not. Yeah, because there's a couple drivers that are sitting on zeros.
Coming up, yeah, for
Yesterday's, sure. Yeah, or not yesterday. The last event we had at Suzuka, second and third place drivers were zeros. So.
Exactly. Here we come with number 18, Iha in the Cardis Okinawa with more. Oh, but he had a solid 84, so he probably just wanted to throw some angle and show out.
He went for it. Yes. He went for it for sure. He couldn't.
I'll give you this. He's definitely performing a lot better in this car than last year. I know last year he took a bad hit at Okuibuki against the wall and smashed his whole rear end up. So definitely building up some confidence in this pretty big car.
Yes, and also one of very luxurious cars in Japan turning into a full-on drift race car, you know. Big car, we know for sure, but no big points for him this time, but he did get a higher score on his first run. So
pulled out 84, so he should be solid for top 32. But next coming up is going to be still getting his tires warmed up, scrubbing them up, and going to be coming to the line. But it's going to be number 17, Jin Horino, in his Good Ride Team Tops Racing with Project Mu, Tops S15. Got an 88 on his initial score, so I'm expecting an insane entry and just going to put it all on the line.
Yeah, he did a very smooth run for his first run and got an 88. So if you put a flare into that run, I mean, the sky's the limit. So we'll see what he's going to do for his second run. Should be something to be very excited to see.
Looks like the sun's coming out for us to wrap us up.
Yeah, I'm just happy that the sun didn't come out earlier because it would have been super hot. Nice and cool day today.
How are you complaining? You're not even on the edge.
You're like I'm in your shadow right now. I'm glad that Kenny's bigger than me. He's protecting me from UV rays in the sunlight.
All right, looks like he's ready and at the line to increase this 88 to somewhere in the 90s or maybe 100. So here he goes. You got that start sign ready to go. Let's see what Marino's going to do. Number 17 with his Good Ride Team Tops Racing with Project U S15. Definitely that line right there messed him up in that inside clip right there.
Yeah, it looks like everybody who had a fairly high score for the first run is going for it for the second run. And they probably wanted to do, you know, a crazy amount of angle, full throttle all the way through outside zone 1 to inside clip 1.
They got to beat that 94.
Yes, and
so
Marino
now
made a major mistake, and he gets an incomplete for this one. But he got an 88 for his first run, so he's definitely in.
There you go. So now we're coming down to our last 10 drivers here. And in this 10 drivers, we actually got 2 incompletes, so it's going to be it's a lot of pressure for the guys with incompletes. But then again, these guys with pressure ain't nothing new because they were podium holders. So
yeah, and we are also missing 2019 four-time FD Japan champion Andrew Gray. This was his home track, and unfortunately, because of coming in close contact with.
I know he solidified
Yeah.
first place last year here at this track. So
And our first place winner of last year is actually not even here. Yeah,
yeah,
that sucks. I mean,
I know he feels it, but hey, shout out to you. We do appreciate you. We do love your driving, and I know the crowd and the spectators love it too. So we'll see you round 3.
yeah, be there.
Be there.
Or I think he lives near here, so we could probably yell. Maybe he'll hear us.
He'll hear us.
Yeah. Yep, but
He's lurking in the bushes.
he's probably in the crowd somewhere. No. But yes, this is Kenji Yamada in the Laudata Club Racing VL S15 Sylvia, rocking the SR20.
Staying true with the SR20 in his 888 S15. There he goes, got the green light, got an 83 on his initial qualifying run. Let's see what he's gonna do, if he's gonna throw some flair here. Nice out of inside clip 1. Going through, but looks like he's a little wide there for the inside clip 2 right at the finish.
I think that was a very clean run. Let's go ahead and check out the replay. But it was very smooth, and also he had a lot of throttle after outside zone 1, 2. Let's go ahead and check that out. Flicks the car, gets on gas as soon as possible. Then right here, he rotates the car around inside clip 1, and that's exactly what we would like to see, and does a nice flick from outside zone 2 to 3.
Looks like he just came a little hot into that inside clip 2. So he got an 83 on his initial qualifying run. Let's see if this is going to be enough to push him a little bit closer to that 90 where he'd like to be. '83 is still a solid run though, so any more points than that will help. See. There you go, 83. Definitely.
Yeah. But that was a really nice style. As me being the style judge, I really liked how he was able to maneuver the car around inside clip. He rotated the car as he was going. He wasn't driving with the shallow angle and trying to turn around the in clip. He actually used the clip as a pendulum piece or whatever you call those. It's kind of cool.
It was nice. But next coming up is number 38, Tadahiro Fukada, here in the Tanaba SSR Dunlop with Weld JZX 100 Mark II. His Wise Motors, Waco's got an 82 in his first initial run. Definitely wants to get more. And he's definitely a consistent driver on getting like that solid 80 run. Let's see what he's going to do first right here. Looks like he's finishing off pretty strong. Coming into that inside clip 2. Very nice right at that finish. So like we said before about him, he's OG, been here since day 1.
Yeah, right there, he fills outside zone 1. The initiation wasn't as exciting, but right here, he does what he has to do. Looks like he's filling the zones on throttle throughout the whole second half of the track. So definitely a very smooth run. A very Fukada-looking run,
Exactly.
if I can say that.
Well, that's the thing, though. He lays it down. It's a good, for tandem, good lead run. So consistency is everything. But let's see if he could get that score a little higher from 82. There you go. We got some good drone footage right here coming in. And there in the background, you can see the damage that occurred back in February 13th. Scores coming in.
Look at all those flags. Look at all those pits.
86. So moved up a little bit higher right there. 86 is a solid score.
Solid.
Next we have 666 at the line, 666. Shuichi Mano in his Chari Boy style with Vittor tires.
Samaji. Mew. I don't know what that is, but.
Sorry, it said Stamazi for me.
Stamazi.
So
Stamazi. I don't know.
It is a 1 via S13, or also some would know it as a 240.
Yes. No, 240s are left-hand drive. His is a right-hand.
But here he goes. He got a 76 on his initial run. Definitely needs to get a lot more because that's not quite the comfort zone you want to be at. He is inside run. Oh! And he saved himself from kissing the dirt mound. But like I said, 76.
Man, that's going to be really close. He might be on the bubble too. I'm not sure. But it looks like steering locked or something. He could not get out of it. He had a very late initiation as well. So definitely wasn't going to be the hottest run.
But good save.
Yeah, nice save.
So got an incomplete right there. And he's going to be hoping that his 76 is going to get him where he needs to be. Scrubbing his tires right now, getting them ready to go is going to be number 80, Yuta Komatsu with Komatsu Racing in his IS350.
That's official where Mano just got his incomplete, so 8 more cars.
8 more
cars.
No,
7 more cars. Or, I'm sorry.
Yes, you're right, 7.
Can I count?
You can, it's 7. You were right.
7, yes. 7 more cars left to do their second qualify run here at the first day of the event, Ebisu West,
and
FD Japan.
And rolling up to the line is going to be Yuta Komatsu.
In his Lexus IS350, so.
Which you don't see these too many on the track either.
No, we don't, and it's a very beautiful car. If you can see that brown thing on the back.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
his rabbit. He has a rabbit called Mugi-chan.
Mugi-chan.
That's right.
Got to remind it off of Mugi-cha, but it's Mugi-chan.
Mugi-cha. Mugi-cha is a type of tea. If you guys want to know more about it, you can look it up. Google it. So here we go. Other than Andrew Gray's RC Lexus, this is another one.
Coming in right here, you got a 71 on his initial roll. Saving it to come into inside clip 1, outside 2 and 3. Getting a finish right here to inside clip 3.
It looks a little similar to his first run.
Yeah, his first one he got a 71, but man, that coming out of outer zone 2.
Yeah, the initiation was slightly late as well. Kind of washes out right here and digs his way through. No change in angle, but stays on gas and tries to make it all the way through the finish line.
So let's see. You can hear in the background.
Definitely a rotary in the background.
Yeah, Fujinaka getting his car ready for his run. So 83 right there. Huge improvement off of his 71.
Definitely a lot better than his first run.
Way better. So next coming up, still getting his tires warmed up, scrubbing them up, is number 36, Kazumi Takahashi, which is our qualifying leader right now. Qualified with a 94 in his BMW E92, powered by 1GR, with TMS Racing Team Cylon tires.
I think we gotta speak louder to speak over the exhaust tone of the revving rotary.
I might just turn my mic off since you have this clear plexiglass wall. It'll kind of muffle some of the sound.
Yeah, so next time we position the pits for the rotaries, they have to be on the other side.
Or at least the exhaust facing the other direction.
Yeah.
But here he is right here. Takahashi coming up to the line.
Man, this is another beautiful car right here.
And another awesome driver. Like, he just comes out and gives you everything he's got. So he got a 94, so we know for a fact he's gonna come in and throw some angle, throw some smoke, and give us what the crowd wants, or the spectators online want to see.
I'm getting super excited right now.
And yes, that rotary does sound good.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, but
I'm not gonna lie, it
like
sounds good.
It hits another tone in your ear, though.
No,
Where
it sounds good. It's just that we have to speak over it. That's the only problem. Other than that, it's great.
It's motorsports game, so that's what you want to hear.
There
Here he
goes
comes,
Takahashi.
coming in. It's a 3-2-1. Throwing that angle right there. Hit that inside clip right there to outer zone 2. Transitioning to outer zone 3 right here. Nothing but smoke. Clouds of smoke right here. And just grazing that inside clip 2 for a solid finish.
All right, so I think I saw one very minor mistake. I would say maybe it affected him, but when he initiated right here, looks very nice, snappy, but he runs over that first outer cone, then it makes the car bobble a little bit. So it looks like it was affected because the tire ran it over or something, but he left outside zone 1 a little bit early, but overall very beautiful run.
Yeah, still solid run overall. I mean, 94, let's see if it'll give him a little bit more improvement off of that. But he still has 5 other drivers that are going to be competing for that number 194-point slot. But 2 of them right now still are struggling with an incomplete, so let's see look at that, still trying to clear the track. There you go, 95 right there. I can't say our new points leader, but
yeah, so right there, he was affected because as a style judge, I gave him 1 point less, but he gained 2 points somewhere else. So definitely, if he didn't have that small bobble there at outside zone 1.
So next up at the line, yes, another rotary right here. A beast of a rotary, number 4. Tetsuya Hibino here in the LB Racing S15. That's powered by a 4-rotor twin turbo. Sick Liberty Walk kit on it.
1,000 horsepower. Very, very fun and experienced driver behind the wheel.
Took first in qualifying at round 1 at Suzuka Twin Circuit, so definitely he's out here going to prove himself again and try to solidify that number 1 slot. Let's see what he's going to do. Here he is coming to outer zone 2.
Very exciting run. He shoved the last inner clip. It's got that long lip on the body kit, but let's go ahead and check out the replay. Very fun run by Hibino. Let's go ahead and check this out. I love his flare right there. Look at that flick. He hits the first outside zone cone with his rear tire, but right here, carries on his angle. Throws a lot more angle after the third outside zone. Very exciting.
So got a 78 on his first initial run, but definitely came out with a vengeance right here, and he wanted to make it happen, and I didn't even have to talk through that whole thing. I just let his engine and his driving do the work. There's Takahashi right there getting congratulated with his 95-point run, but let's see if Hibino gave him a little challenge there. Guaranteed Takahashi's thrilled that he's moving in the right direction. I'm ready for this score though.
It's definitely better than his first run.
Oh, most definitely. 78 going from a 78 to a 92. Huge improvement right there. Definitely going to be a scary car to chase after tomorrow. So congratulations to Hibino. He's right now solidifying, let's see, I think the number 2 slot right now. Yep.
Number 2?
He's tied with the number 2 slot with Koichi Yamashita. And Koichi Yamashita still has one more chance, so.
Now, before we go and see Koichi Yamashita's run, we got 3 more other drivers. Car number 53, he came in 4th with the SR20, driving an F15, Mitsunori Yoshimura.
Here he is coming into outer zone 1, got a 74 for his initial qualifying run, getting inside clip 1 right there, pushing through to outer zone 2 and 3, finishing off right here. Ooh! Came a little bit too much in on outer zone, or inside clip 2 right there.
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, throughout the run, not high angle, not so much flare there, you know, and it might be because he's lacking in power and stuff. So he's just trying to get around the track as much as possible. But obviously, at the end of the track, when he was passing through the in-clip, he came too short on the inside, went over it, and spun out through the finish line. So that's definitely going to be an incomplete.
Very unfortunate, especially since he got a 74 on his initial run, and let's just hope that he's within that bubble and not falling short.
Yes, because that's going to be close, because we were talking about early 70s, or the point's going to be early 70s, or low 70s, I'm sorry.
There you go, you got Hibino in the pits, just got his news that he got a 92 on his second run, so definitely huge improvement on his run. But is it going to be enough to keep that tied spot for number 2?
There's Kato congratulating him. He's the team owner for the LB Racing. Liberty Walk. 92 points.
Beautiful.
And I remember Hibino qualified at 94. So now that's 2 events in a row that he's qualifying with the 90-point score. 90 and plus.
He's definitely putting justice on that car and that build that he got, that he gets to maneuver through this track. But here we are at the start line with number 808, Manabu Fujinaka in his TCP Magic AWA tire Good Ride West RX-7 FD3S 3-rotor.
Here we go. Whatever problem he had earlier, hope it's all gone, and let's go ahead and see his run.
Let's transition to outer zone 3 right there. Definitely going to be getting a score in the books. Like Robbie was saying, he unfortunately suffered from an incomplete his first qualifying run, so good to see him get something in. He finished number 3 at round 1 Suzuka Twin Circuit, so let's see what he's gonna get. Yeah, this car is nothing new to him. I mean, like he was telling us, he's built it up through the years, owned it over 10 years now, so.
Yeah, I don't even, like, I think I've owned a car as long as like 4 or 5 years. I think that's longer. Oh, actually my tow truck, I've owned that thing for like 5, 6 years.
There you go.
There you go. So yes, that's my favorite car, my tow truck.
There you go, 80. An 80.
So that should be safe enough to keep him in the top 32.
Your tow truck. It's true, guys. He actually drives it like a car sometimes.
What, my tow truck?
Yeah.
I know, when I don't have any other car.
He just drives his tow
truck.
truck.
Because I'm in and out of cars all the time, and sometimes I don't have a car that's registered. So the only thing I have is my tow truck. So I have to go to like the store with it, or
taking your dogs to
yeah, I gotta take them to the trimmers and the vet in my tow truck.
Here we go at the line right now is gonna be number 15, Katsuhiro Ueno.
Man, this guy is on the line right now because he got an incomplete first run. He has to get a score for the second run.
I mean,
because he is gunning to win this event this weekend.
That's what he said. So incomplete is a bad way to start, but you know what? I think this man likes the pressure because he likes to be on podium and he wants to be on top. So let's go. He ain't being safe at all. He's coming out here with flair, going around to outer zone 2 into outer zone 3. And finishing off right there.
Very exciting driving, but I can kind of tell that he didn't want to flick it too hard.
Yeah.
It seemed like he took it easy, maybe because he is sitting on an incomplete, but let's go ahead and check this out. Usually you see him throw the car like crazy to angle, but he kind of took it easy here. He did fill the zone very well, got really pretty close to the inside clip, and right here he's on gas, but he doesn't throw the car right here. He does a transition, but not as quick as usual. But definitely a very clean and subtle run by Ueo, and he is going to get a score, and I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be a low score either.
Good to see that. Good to see him finish that off and get a score into the books so he could push himself into top 32 and hopefully live by his word that he told us by taking home the podium.
Well, looking at the qualifier today, it's going to be very hard because there's a lot of guys that are really laying it down.
We're actually going to fill 32.
Yes, that's right, because Suzuka, we had too many zeros, or I'm sorry, too many incompletes where we only had 27 drivers.
Yeah.
So we're going to have 32 cars. We're going to have 16 battles. There you go, 85.
85.
Ueo's in as well. So now we have, for sure, going to be an exciting top 32 tomorrow. But before we go to that, we're going to see where this guy is going to end up in the ladder. It's
So
all up to what he wants to do. I'm pretty sure he's going for the top spot, but this is last year's champion, car number 8, Team Weld, Koichi Yamashita, driving as JZX Mark II.
And he's tied right now at 92. That's the second highest run. So let's see if he can solidify something higher there.
Hey, Fujinaka turned his car off, and I can hear everything now.
Yeah, his car's no joke, that's for sure. All right, here he comes right here, coming out of chicane into the 3-2-1. Looking into outer zone 1. Nice race there, inside group 1. Woo! He's making a statement right now. He wants that #1 spot.
Man, that was a clean run.
Yes, that was very clean. Talk about putting the car where you want it to be. Sliding through those zones right there and fulfilling them right here.
Man, and having one more run. Look at that, glazing the outside zones. Super clean on the inside.
And then there you go, finishing strong right there in the last inside clip. I mean, he does his own justice right there. So he got a 92, so let's see if he could progress himself higher up. So the highest score right now is going to be number 90, is going to be 95 with Takahashi in his BMW E92. And then right there hanging with him is Hibino.
So what's amazing about Yamashita is he does a run like that that's very exciting, but he also does it, it seems like, with class. So it's very clean.
Oh, yeah.
You know, very clean and subtle, but also, how can I say it? It's not just super aggressive. It's exciting, but very gentle and clean. So I don't even know how to explain it. It was
it's
nice.
Just,
there you go.
Boom.
97 points.
Woo. But see, that's all because of experience. Like, this guy has been, he took #1 last year. He took #1 at Suzuka Twin Circuit round 1, and look at him now.
There you go. That's Ito from Team Weld with his fist right there. He must be happy because they are taking home the top qualifier spot for tomorrow and this weekend.
Like that, we didn't have to do much talking for his run. It was an amazing run, amazing driver, and he's definitely the one to shoot for because this man is coming in this year with some heat. Beautiful car, beautiful build, brand new wide body.
Yeah, then I remember talking to him because last year the season got cut short by 1 round. So he said he wants to come and earn it. So this year he's going for the chase too. And you know what? Without Andrew Gray being here this year, I mean, this is one step closer for
For this
Yamashita.
event, yeah, this event
to
right
get
here.
close there. So,
Yeah, 'cause
man, definitely not what everybody expected to be like because of the series of events that we had the past year or two with the whole COVID and everything. But all this is, you know, I mean, I guess you just got to say it's bad luck, right?
Exactly. But hey, this is the end of qualifying for round 2 here at Ebisu West Course. So it's definitely good to see we got a full 32 slots filled this time. Like we said before, we were short last time with incompletes and only was able to solidify 27 cars moving on. So forecast is looking good. I'm knocking on wood right now. And we're looking for some crazy driving tomorrow with tandeming. And look at him pulling in right there, probably smiling ear to ear. And he's definitely going to give Ueo a push for his money whenever he said he's
going to go for the he's going to go for the top spot. And it looks like Yamashita is in a good position right now. Because, I mean, think about both of his runs were in the 90s. You got a 92, then you got a 97, right?
And that's the thing right there. He's going to be doing amazing lead runs.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to match his lead run to have to beat him in the tandem too. That's gonna be really, really hard. But you know what? You never know what's gonna happen because it's different. You're out there with a different car, and you're out with another opponent. So
it only takes one small mistake or big mistake to end it all. So that's why, you know. But like I said earlier, this is nothing new for him. So hey, so congratulations to him and his team for taking #1 on qualifying. You know, thank you for the Ebisu crew for getting this set up and cleaned up for us. I mean, 4 months is crazy to get knocked out, especially, what, 30 tons of material. That's
30,000 tons.
Oh, 30,000 tons.
30 tons isn't
oh,
much. 30,000 tons. That's a lot of tons.
Exactly.
There you go. Oh, Takahashi and Yamashita shaking hands because Takahashi thought he had the top spot for a minute, but Yamashita came and said, nope.
Yep, can't sleep on him, that's for sure.
And I think Yamashita's like 51, 52.
Yeah.
So he's like a super veteran.
He is.
And he's like, hey, youngin,
I'm
not
ready
your time yet.
Yeah, I'm not ready to step aside. So like we were saying, if you're, you know, just tuning in and everything, he took first last year at 280 points, followed by Takahashi, who just congratulated him at 274. So definitely amazing. He's going to be taking that #1 slot for this top 32 tomorrow.
All right, so let's listen to how happy this guy is in the pits right now. Yamashita is over there. We have an interview with him real quick. Let's see what he has to say.
Hi. おめでとうございます。97点、さすがのチャンプ山下ということで、ご自身的にはいかがだったでしょうか。
めちゃめちゃ嬉しい。いやもう渾身が出たかなと。だいぶちょっと緊張もしたんだけど、渾身の今日一番の走りができたかなと思いますんで、いやよかった。取りたかったんで。明日はどうですか？明日も晴れなんで、気持ちよく踏みちぎって、そして楽しく走りたいと思います。非常に嬉しかったです。そうです。ありがとうございます。いやー。
Congratulations, today's winner, the best score, 97 points, champ Yamashita. Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you for the interview. I know the cars are loud and stuff like that, so it's really hard to hear. And I was able to pick up bits and pieces. But the interview with Yamashita, he said he was definitely nervous, but he thinks that he did the best run he did throughout the whole weekend or today, and he's looking forward to a sunny round tomorrow. So he said definitely he's gonna try his best, he's gonna enjoy it, and he's really happy about what just happened, and he said he's gonna take everybody out. So I do believe that he is going to be a threat for tomorrow's event. We have 32 drivers that are going to be competing to get to the top spot. Here we go. There's a replay of his super clean run. Look at that, super close to the outside zone, super tight on the in clip, a lot of angle, a lot of throttle throughout the track, fills both of the zones, and I believe he got a perfect score for the line score, and I believe it because that was a super clean run.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's going to be a very exciting day with these tandems going on. All these drivers, I mean, the dry weather, the amazing weather and everything. Biggest thing is for the people watching to tune in tomorrow for
Yes,
Top 32.
make sure you come back and watch us tomorrow. We'll be here. We're going to show you some crazy drifting. You guys, please come back to watch us tomorrow.
Exactly.
You'll enjoy it for sure. We're going to have a sunny day here in Ebisu Circuit, and I'd like to thank everybody here and the staff that made it happen, and also to Kenny right here, and you guys out there watching this show. Make sure you're back in front of the screen tomorrow. I think it's from 9:40 tomorrow morning. Top 32 is going to start. Top 16 will be after that too. So thank you very much.
And I'd like to thank you.
Thank you.
For being you.
Bye guys. Take care.
ねえねえ、雨の日の運転ってちょっぴり心配だよね。いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。ウェット A。
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心なやる。
横浜
革新のカーボンベゼル、Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。
Made in Japan. Breed.
What's up guys, it's Frederick Ospo and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
Motis.
The brightness, called brilliant. Valenti.
ねえねえ、雨の日の運転ってちょっぴり心配だよね。いざという時にちゃんと止まれるタイヤ、ウェット A。 ウェット A。
ウェットグリップ性能 A のタイヤなら雨でもしっかり止まれて高い安全性を発揮。滑りやすい濡れた路面でもより
安心やる。
横浜
革新のカーボンベゼル。Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。
Made in Japan. Breed.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick